DLC area for now. Because I think I need the crown to fully appreciate this place. Especially, I think I also need the crown because I think I needed to fight the tiger and make it not invisible. So I'm heading down low.
I'm just trying to finish up this act.
Are you at Adria yet?
Oh, I already killed her.
No. Getting to her was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I hate those fucking mazes. And like literally the when I'm going through all those fucking corridors, it was the last place on the map I went.
Isn't that how it always
I
is?
covered every inch of ground. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I hate that shit too. That's Diablo for you. Big giant ass levels. And then it's always the place that you missed. Hello.
Hello. I'll be bouncing back and forth because I'm making food.
He's
Dr.
making
Ken.
some food. What kind of food?
If you're gonna refer to me by honorifics, I prefer professor.
Professor, Dr. President?
Doctor, Professor, President, for
Major Colonel General.
Dr. President.
Admiral. Served in multiple branches.
Sous chef? Not quite a chef.
My one regret in life was never becoming a master chef.
He's just a sous chef.
And the only reason why is because you got the misspelling, and instead of Master Chief, you became a Master Chef.
He makes the most excellent pancakes, I will say that.
Goddamn Marine Corps.
Pancakes.
Jeff seemed very, like, anti-mounted combat, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
which is
think it'd be
funny.
that big of a deal if, as long as like the players and the DM didn't like make it a problem intentionally.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I said before he chimed in. His thing about it was like, the character would be cool until, you know, like you spent just as much time trying to find a place to put your horse somewhere safe while you go down into a dungeon.
Dungeon, you say?
And I'd probably argue that's probably more of the reason why people don't play.
Yeah, definitely.
Is because it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's not like open.
Well, it's very
field
rare
combat
that we're
and
actually.
dragons.
Well, it's very rare that we're actually fighting dragons or in a dungeon.
I think you should make a dragon a dungeon. Like, the whole dragon's the dungeon.
Oh, like you get swallowed?
Yes!
That's such an original idea. I love it.
Well, it's like there's that Tarrasque
hear.
thing.
I hope you could hear my sarcasm.
Oh, I can.
Words
Yeah,
as I
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
that, though.
Where is that? There is that playfield where you get eaten by a Tarrasque and you have to navigate through its bowels in order to kill it.
But you can't kill turtles.
Oh, you can. It's just takes a lot of work.
Yeah, so I was watching a video. That's how I learned the thing about the mounted
Ah.
combat. And so D&D 5th edition makes it super easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they took out feats, they made them optional, right? So mounted combat is literally you just get on an animal and there you go.
Yeah.
It's like basically 2 rules. It has to be an animal that you can ride, and it has to be a size bigger than you.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to deciding its initiative, you can either have it act on its own, where, you know, it can attack and do everything, but it has its own separate initiative from you, or you can control it which means that it moves to your initiative spot, and then you either basically have to decide, is it going before you or after you?
We are Milfanito.
And what you can't do is you can't say, like, well, I want to move, and then I want to attack, and then I want my mount to move again. Because they still have to act in 2 different initiatives.
We know nothing of the world outside.
And then when you direct control it, you can either tell it to dodge, dash, or disengage. That's all it can do.
After all, we know nothing.
And what about attacks of opportunity against it? If it leaves a threatened square, does it still take?
It acts just like anything else. So depending on what disengage entails, because I'm not familiar with the 5e rules.
This is all that we can.
It's like a full round action to disengage.
Right, but you can do it. You can tell your mount to do that.
Okay.
And then what's great about that is you can tell your mount to disengage, and if it fails to disengage, then you still have your activation.
Okay.
And then it's half your movement to mount your mount.
Hot.
So you could, in theory, spend. So say you move 30, you could spend 15 to get to your horse, and then use the entire move from your horse.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you could use the entire move from your horse, dismount, and then move your 15. So since most mounts are like 40 to 50 feet per turn, you could essentially be going 65.
65 and a 15, that's a felony.
Since your movement basically becomes its movement, you can still do any of the actions that you would normally do on your turn. And you're technically not using your move action. So anything that would require you to, congratulations, you beat the game again.
Pretty much.
But since you're not using your move action, anything that you would have to give up your move action for, you technically still have it while you're mounted. So that's a neat thing too. It is disappointing that you can't like tell it to kick somebody or something.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much mounted combat in a nutshell. You're basically in a vehicle, and your vehicle moves, and then you do whatever you want, and then your vehicle does what you tell it. Like, so you could either have it to where you're in combat, you attack the thing, and then you have it disengage, or say you kill the thing and then you run away. Or you could say, you know, like, I need to get into combat, so my horse moves. That's, you know, it dashes. There you go. There's your movement. And then you do your attack, and then say you need to get off your horse for some reason, you still have your movement. You could still technically get off your horse.
Yeah.
But your opponent, like the DM, would have to specify, are they attacking you or your horse?
Yeah. Well, the problem I don't like about a lot of that shit is your animals are typically so vulnerable in that game. DM would just have it attack the horse and say, fuck it.
Yeah, I'd have to look up like what benefits dodge gives and like what kind of barding you can get on the animal and stuff. It sounds like in D&D it's not worth it, but I kind of always felt that way about D&D.
Yeah.
But Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Pathfinder to a little bit of a degree has a little bit better going in it. In 2nd Edition, if you split your feats right, you can do mounted combat that's ridiculous, but you'd have to basically spend all your feats on being able to do the mounted combat, and then say you went sword and board, you could spend all your fighter feats on the sword and board feats. So like in 2nd edition, you have to you don't always get your AC bonus to your shield, like you actually have to raise it.
Okay.
So unlike D&D, where you have to have the ability for multiple attacks to do multiple attacks, in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you can just spend your 3 actions, because it's not separated between types of actions anymore. It is, but it's not like separated by like move and combat actions. It's just actions.
Okay.
So in 2nd Edition Pathfinder, you can literally spend all 3 of your actions on attacks. And it's a quick action, or depending on what feats you have and what class you are, it can be either a quick action, a reaction, or a full action to raise your shield. Fighters, they get it as a quick action, and then you can take feats that allow you to basically do it as a reaction, and then you can take further feats that allow you to do it for a companion, or your mount, say. And then in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you can actually opt to have your shield take damage when you get a hit. So like, say you get hit, then your shield has durability and toughness. So instead of deducting the hit points from you, you can deduct it from your shield.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and then like I was looking through because I made a sword and board fighter because I got bored in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and I was looking at it and it's like, Jesus Christ, the guy attacks me once and then I attack him twice just for fucking with me. And it's like, you know, the guy attacks you, reaction, raise your shield, your AC goes up. Okay, that's great. And then, so my fighter who's already at an AC 18 goes to a 20 when he raises his shield. So you attack me, I raise my shield, it's a reaction, doesn't cost me anything. And then as a follow-through, I can then shield bash you with it. And then as a follow-through with the shield bash, if I succeed at shield bashing you, I can knock you back. It's 15 feet.
Damn. It's quite the knockback.
Yeah, so it's like, you dare attack me?
Have at you!
The catch is you have to keep track of, and that's not like, that's anytime you take a hit, it's a reaction to raise your shield as a fighter with that feat.
Raise shields.
Rise from your graves.
But the catch, and where it gets kind of complicated, like you can do it, but you just have to keep track of what abilities you have and don't have. Like you need to know your character better. Instead of like in, it's like the biggest difference I think between 5th edition and 2nd edition Pathfinder is 2nd edition Pathfinder is very clear in what you can and can't do, whereas D&D is a little bit foggier on it. Like you can play it more narratively in D&D, whereas in Pathfinder it's like, I know my character can do this.
Yeah.
And like, instead of having Jeff or the DM like scratch their head and being like, well, does that sound feasible? It's just like, yeah, it is feasible. The rules say so. And then the DM gets pissed because, well, I didn't know you could do that. It's like, not my fault.
Not my fault.
It's not my job to know everything that you don't know.
Yeah. It's like, but as far as I'm concerned, I just hit him in the face with my shield. He's taking a D8 damage plus whatever it is for a spike. You know, having a spiked thing on there, and then on top of that, he's knocked on his ass. So, and it wasn't even my turn when that happened. But the other catch with Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and I've started to notice it in the pre-gen that we're playing, is that in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, when you make your character's literally at the point in his life where he's just decided that maybe adventuring is the better job for him.
Okay.
Whereas in D&D, it feels more like you've been doing this for at least a little while, you're just not a well-known adventurer.
Well, it depends if you start out as level 1 or not.
Even when you start at level 1, I still feel in 5th edition that it's kind of like you're not new to this, whereas in Pathfinder you definitely feel like a noob. Because you like go out and fight something, and it's like, well, it's a CR half, and it's like, well, it kicked our party's ass. It's like, well, yeah, because you just started this, and it's like, guess you're right. And it's a little tough because if you're not prepared to play that way, like if you're not prepared to be humble and realize that, you know, your character isn't a badass.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, you're not, you're never. But like D&D assumes that your characters are already above average, and 2nd edition seems to assume that, you know, you were a bartender and then you got sick of the bar and now you have a sword and you're going to go adventuring.
I grow tired of this life of servitude. I wish to slay others.
And unfortunately, unlike D&D, it's not like you're a savant at it. It's just kind of like you go out there and it's like, oh shit, I gotta work. I gotta do stuff to make myself better. And I think that's why they retooled the character creation, because you don't roll in Pathfinder 2nd Edition for stats. And it's not a point buy, it's all based off of what your character's history is. And what class and race. So like the class gives you whatever your key ability is, it gives you a +2 to that stat, or to that stat. And then your class gives you, or your class gives you that, your race gives you 2, like, I think human gives you choices. I think elf gives you like +2 to dex, and
so you don't really get to choose like where your stats go?
you kind of do, but you kind of don't. So like I said, your race, your class, and your background all decide that stuff. So you usually get 2 from your race, and then the negatives that get applied are optional in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Okay.
So like how elves get a -2 to con, if your DM says we're playing as rules as written, you don't have to take that -2 to con. And all your stats start at 10. So you're not going to be at an 8 con, but you're not going to be at like a negative modifier or a positive modifier either.
Right.
But then your class gives you, like, instantly just gives you a +2 to whatever stat is the key ability score, or to whatever ability score is the key ability score. And then your class gives, or not your class, your background gives you 1 that's set. So like say you took Gladiator as your background. Like you were a gladiator, now you got your freedom, and now you're not fighting in an arena or anymore. Then you'd get like strength. You'd have a choice between strength or dex for one of them, and then your second one would be unlimited. Like you could choose whichever stat you want to pump it into.
Okay. Which kind of makes some sense, because like generally speaking, if you're going to play a class, you're going to play what the strength.
Right.
Like you're never, you know, if you're playing, for example, a ranger, you're not going to have dex be 10.
Yeah. And then those, like all of those are +2s to that ability score. And then you have, at character creation, you have 4 of those boosts to assign to whatever you want. So usually you always end up with a 10, which is fine, because eventually you can level it up. And every time you get an ability point, it raises the score by 2, not 1.
Yeah.
So every time you get an ability point, your relevant number goes up.
That's
Which
kinda
I
cool.
at first I didn't like it, but after making a few characters, I was like, this is actually pretty good, and it completely, like, the biggest benefit is you don't have to be like, well, what's your average, and then do rerolls and stuff. Like, you're always going to be average or better, depending.
Yeah.
So that's great. It does make, and a lot of people online were saying that Pathfinder 2nd Edition doesn't lend itself to role playing very well. But with this system, it kind of forces you to choose how your character came up in the world.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have to choose a background. So, that's how you get some of your ability scores.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what's your character's background? You know what your background is, because you had to choose one.
Yeah. Well, because D&D kind of makes you do the same thing. You have to pick your background. That's how you get your skills. I don't think it gives you stats, but that's where primarily your skills and languages come from, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
What I don't like about D&D is because of that, like, once you choose your background and, like, there's no way, for example, just to, hey, I have a high int, I want to learn more languages. It's all based on background.
Right.
So there's no way to, like, role play that in it or make choices. It's kind of stuck with whatever you are.
Yeah, and you don't really get skill points at all in D&D 5th edition, do you?
No, it's all based off proficiencies, which in my opinion is too simplistic.
I would agree with you. In Pathfinder 2nd edition, your background gives you skills. So it'll say, like, say you chose Gambler, it's going to be like, okay, well, you get the lore, let's say Town Guard. You get lore warfare as a skill. And then you get, what's the other one? I think
Fuck,
athletics.
that was almost Bad News Bears.
And they changed it so it's not like you get one skill point in that. They changed it to where you're trained, expert, master, and legendary at the skills.
Okay.
So trained is like a +3, expert is like a +5, and I'm not sure if those numbers are 100% correct, so don't take that to heart. But then they progressively get better as you do that. And then your class gives you proficiency in your weapons and armor, which is the same way. So like you have the it's like TEML or something like that. So you have trained, expert, master, and all that stuff, and then that actually gives you most of your AC. So like say you're an expert in unarmored defense, you're not wearing armor, then you get a +5 to your AC automatically if you're not wearing armor.
Huh.
Same thing like if you're trained in light armor, then you get a +3 for wearing light armor. It doesn't matter what armor it is, but then you still get the armor bonus from wearing that armor.
So how high is armor typically in that game then?
I haven't seen any really lower than a 17.
Yeah.
Which is a little problematic, but it's also not, because it kind of balances out that feeling that like you're a newbie at it.
Yeah.
Because you got good equipment, but that's not going to save you all the time.
Right.
It kind of hurts enemies, or the balance with enemies, more than it does the player characters in a sense, because player characters get decent AC at the start, but the enemies also have good AC because of that.
Yeah.
So, like, we're fighting CR1s, and it's like, well, what the fuck is his armor? We keep rolling, like, 16s and 17s. 21.
Jeez.
It's
Yeah.
like, son of a bitch.
Well, I get a kind of an odd sense in 5e because, like, they have caps on stats and stuff that, like, I'm just not used to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't know, I just feel like there's no sense of progression. Like, I'm already, you know, like level 6 or whatever, and it's like, okay, I have one stat that's going to be 20, now what?
Yeah.
You know, your armor feels capped, and, like, you can't really go any higher. There's only so much damage you can do. It's completely based off level. So I feel like there's not a whole lot you can do to, I guess, improve, I guess? But it could just be also the campaign we're in, where it doesn't matter anyway.
Well, I feel D&D's... I still feel, and I know Jeff and Kate have argued against it, but I still feel that D&D 5e is more narrative. It more matters how you say you're doing something, or how you describe you're doing something, than it does what skill you're rolling for.
Yeah.
And that's the whole advantage-disadvantage system, which I like, because it... Say you're role-playing, and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this really elaborate thing, and you explain it like how you would, because you're an engineer. And it's like, I would give you advantage, because it's like, all right, well, I know exactly what you're trying to do, how you're trying to do it. You obviously know exactly what you're trying to do and how you're going to do it, so have advantage.
Yeah.
But if you just tell me, well, I'm going to throw a rock at the lock and see if it breaks, and it's like, okay, well, roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because that sounds stupid.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of. I guess there's pros and cons to it.
Yeah. It's streamlined.
It is simple. That's a giant plus for it. But I also feel like, you know, especially like if you're getting advantage on something, nothing else seems to matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you don't get like +2s for situational bonuses. It's either you're gonna do it or you're not. It's very, very binary.
But so like in 5th edition, when you're making your character, you get 2 skills from your class, or from your background, and a feat from your background.
Yeah.
And then you get a free feat from starting from the general feats. And then your ancestry gives you it can give you a skill, and then it also gives you an ancestry feat.
Wait, you when you start, you get a feat?
Bearer of
Yeah. Because it's Pathfinder, so everything's more feat based than. So when you start, you can potentially get, as a human, you can potentially get like 5 feats.
Wow. Yeah, because in 5e, I mean, they took, you know, they so far went the other direction that they made it optional. It's just really annoying. You can either have a feat or you can get your stat bonuses. It's like it's really like, I think what it's gonna lean into is like, once your stats are already fucking high as hell, you know, if you got your 20s where you want them, then it's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna get feats because I don't know what else to spend my experience on.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like a very good end game if you ask me.
You'll see when you get there.
Yeah, if we get there.
Yeah. But yeah, 5e or 5e and Pathfinder 2nd are completely different. But it's funny because they're further different from each other than they were before, which they already were.
Yeah.
And I love it because they both progressed in the same way and the same differences that they have. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like 4E was going more towards the simplistic, and then Pathfinder was always like, okay, this is 3.75, so it's going to be a little bit more complex. And like now, even though they streamlined the hell out of Pathfinder, like it's really easy to do stuff. You don't have to worry about what type of action I'm using because it flat out tells you this takes this many actions. You get 3 actions.
Yeah.
If it's a quick action, then you can do 1 quick action a turn unless you have a feat that says otherwise. If it's a reaction, as long as the conditions met, you do it. And it's very like well structured. So if you know your character well, and the DM knows the game well, then it goes smooth.
Yeah.
But if you're playing like, if you decide, well, I'm gonna play a spellcaster. I never played a spellcaster before, and it seemed like it was easy in regular the first edition, and then you get into second edition, it's like, well, because you got to know what you got to know what your character can and can't do, and that's where some people rag on it, and I would agree to a degree. Is that in 5e you can say you're doing something, and the DM just rationalizes if you can do it or not.
Yeah.
In Pathfinder 2nd edition, you almost literally have to know if you can or can't do it. Because you have a template for everything. Like, can I shield bash him? Well, do you have the feat to shield bash? No. Well, then you can't shield bash him. Whereas in 5e, you just say, I'm attacking with my shield.
Yeah.
Which there's a pro and con to that too. On one, I think it helps me roleplay better because I know what I can and can't do without having to like sit there
And look through books and look it up.
Yeah, when the answer isn't in the book because it's literally tell the DM that's what you want to do, and then they decide if you can or can't.
Yeah.
Whereas in Pathfinder, it's like, okay, shield bash, Google shield bash. Shield bash, if you have feet, this is what it does. It's like, oh, okay, well, I don't have the feet, so never mind, I won't do it.
Yeah.
So, but that can be limiting. That can be limiting to players and the DM because people who like more narrative or role play style games aren't going to be able to just Kate would get so frustrated with Pathfinder 2nd edition because it'd be like, what do you mean I can't do that? It's like you can't do it. Your character is incapable of doing that. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I just want to say, you guys are nerds.
Yep.
That's okay. This is a safe place.
You can take your safe place and shove it up your ass, Snowflake.
Okay, Boomer.
Back in my day.
Except I'm older than you.
By like, what, 2 months?
Older is older.
That's alright, you'll die first then.
I mean,
Especially if Ken has something to say about it.
just go ahead and nuclear launch detect it. The corners have locked in.
The
Wrong button, that
coordinates
was the
or
coronavirus
coordinates?
that's coming your way.
Alright, so it'll kill me in what? 6 to 8 weeks?
Right. He just set the corners after you.
He sent the corners after me?
I don't know, you said 6 to 8 weeks, and it's like, did I send the coronavirus to kill you or FedEx?
Come on, Ken, you gotta prime that shit.
Spellcasting, bitch.
I would like to run 5e with you guys at some point, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
How are you guys playing this if you're not together? Just
Mentally.
There's this new thing called VR, Brian.
You don't have VR. I know you don't have it. You have a 3D printer.
It's like the best VR. It just takes forever to render.
Alright guys, same time next week. I don't know why I made it have one of those old fucking 80s printer sound effects.
Because it does kind of sound like that.
Oh, does it?
You've heard it.
I did hear it. What are you doing? I'm getting a fax.
Fast.
I thought you were 3D printing. I thought I was too. Still though, that thing that you printed out was really cool looking. Even though it was just a tiny little wall, it's like, that's really cool. You were like, I need a wall. I got it.
Ken's all like, I want it, I got it.
I think Bert would enjoy I think you would enjoy 2nd edition Pathfinder more than 5e.
Okay. Yeah, 5e's kind of limited. I like complicated things.
Yeah. I mean, for one, you're an engineer. I mean, for two, the problem I have with 5e is that you don't, like, there's no set, this is what you can and can't do. Which is fine. It's totally fine. And I'm sure that if I role-played more, that I can find ways to break that.
Yeah.
But in Pathfinder, it kind of keeps you direct a little bit more. And then you still get, like, 3+ your int score and skill points. And then say your background or your background or your ancestry gives you a skill from the feat you chose or something, and say you already have it, a lot of times it'll just be like, pick another skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there's more skills than there are in 5e, because Pathfinder. And then there's the feats, and the feats are broken up into like 3 categories. There's the ancestry feats, so those are feats that you get from your race, basically, 'cause they don't call it race anymore in 2nd edition. It's ancestry. And then, so it'd be like, well, I'm a human, and it's like, okay, well, what subtype of human? Which sounds weird to say out loud.
What subtype?
Yeah, and it'll be like, are you a skilled human? Are you half elf? Because those aren't races anymore. They're actually just ancestries.
I'll go fight a frog.
Are you an ingenious guy? Are you versatile? I think there's like wind touched or something like that. Like, do you have some fae in you? And then once you pick that, it's like, okay, well, now that you chose this, like, what feats do you want that represents that or develops that farther for your character? It's like, if you take versatile, then one of the feats you can take is, well, I'm going to take a feat that gives me an additional feat. Or I'm going to take a feat that gives me a better, that makes me better at a skill. Like, takes me from trained to expert. Or you could take, there's a whole bunch of them. Like, the dwarf has a feat where it's like, I don't give a fuck about the weight of my armor, I still have full speed. There's a human feat that's arcane tattoos. Basically, you get a cantrip.
Oh, that's...
It's tattooed on your body.
Wait, what is that? Say that again?
It's a tattoo. It's like a spell tattooed to your body.
Really?
Yeah. So you get a cantrip essentially. But,
That sounds like an awesome variant for a wizard. Where your spellbook is on your body and you cast
Right?
anything that you want sorcerer-wise.
yeah. Well, like in 5e, cantrips are a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Second edition Pathfinder. And since there's no limit on how many times you can cast it per day, it's like, oh, I got acid splash tattooed on my body, so.
I'm gonna splash you with some acid.
But there's cool things like that, and it further develops your character. So, like, with the dwarves, you can be an ancient. Or like, if somebody casts magic on you, then your bloodline is just like, magic? Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, because dwarves are naturally resistant to magic effects.
If you take that subclass, or you could take Deep Dwell or whatever they call it, deep delve doors or whatever, where it's like your vision, you have infravision instead of regular vision.
Oh, okay.
And then it's all stuff like that. So instead of just being like, I'm a human from this region, it's like, I'm a human from this region, and this is what proves it. Like, this is the ability that I got from growing up there. Or like, humans have to be more versatile because we don't have like innate magic like the high elf sub one can have. It's like, so we get a bonus feat to make up for the fact that you can cast fireball whenever the fuck you want.
Really? Do I not have a? I don't. Son of a bitch.
It's stuff like that that gives you way more customization options, but it does complicate the game.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I have all these things, and then one of the problems I have is I'll be making a character and be like, well, fuck, this feat would be really good for this character, or this feat, but I can only have one right now.
That does sound.
It kind of gives you reasons to make characters.
Yeah.
That does sound extremely complicated.
But once you get it down and you know your abilities, the keyword there is once you get it down and know your abilities, then you can play really well. Like, we're playing with some people that haven't ever really role-played before. One of them's playing a barbarian, and like they go into combat and they fight like a fighter and they completely forget that they can rage. And Christopher and one of the other people we're playing with think they nerfed rage, and I was like, what do you mean they nerfed rage? There's no limit on how many times you can do it a day. All it says is you get it for this amount of time, and then once you're done, you're winded for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, and you just, I'm Hulk now. It's like, all right,
pick up Robert's character and throw him like a javelin.
and then when you're done, or when the combat ends, it's like, all right, Hulk needs to take a nap now.
Like, how winded does Barbarian get? Like, to the point of I'm
It's
out,
not
guys.
that bad. It's like a -2 to your. It's like a -2 to your con and strength or something like that. Like, basically, you have it forces. It doesn't nerf you enough to where you're not effective anymore, but it does make you think twice about, you know, just always just being raged. Because there is a negative to it, but it's not like something that, like, well, if we get into another fight, then we're fucked. It's like, you know, just keep in mind that you raged. So.
But it only lasts what, like X amount of turns, or
X amount of turns per level, and then depending on what. So that's the other thing that Pathfinder Second Edition does. The system's like all about customization. So like Bert could make a barbarian, you could make a barbarian, Brian and I could make a barbarian, and they could all be completely different. Like with the abilities that we have and like what we can and can't do. They could be completely 100%, well, not 100%, but like 80% different.
Yeah.
Bert could be an animalistic barbarian, which in Pathfinder basically means when you rage, you are essentially partial were whatever animal you choose. And you start fighting like that animal. So like the downside is that you can't use weapons, but the upside is you get like extra attacks and your bite attacks and your slashing attacks or whatever attacks you gain from getting your rage from that totem animal are better than probably whatever weapon you're carrying. Or you can be like a traditional barbarian where you just rage and get, you know, pissed off and swat at things. And then I forget what the other one is, but there's like 3 different archetypes for every class. So it's not just that you're picking like barbarian, you're picking barbarian with this subtype, this subtype, this subtype. Same thing with the paladin class, I guess is the best example of that, because you're no longer choosing between, like, for one, they renamed it to champion, and then you're choosing if you want to be a paladin, which is the lawful good one, if you want to be the what is it, like the reclaimer, or like the here, I'm just gonna pull it up real quick.
fucking all.
But there's three different ones, and it essentially changes what your smite is depending on which one you take. So let's see.
smite thee, oh smiter, mighty smiter.
Smiter, no smiting.
So you get 3 code. Wait. That's not deity and cause.
You've been
Select
well.
cause. You get 3 causes: the Liberator, the Paladin, or the Redeemer. So the Liberator is usually is chaotic good. Like you're still alignment locked, but you're chaotic good,
Visit me
and
again.
basically you are
Whenever
all
you
about
please.
no slaves, and everybody has the right to do what they want. Like this would be a Paladin like Caden Kalian,
And
except
that-
you'd be able to actually be chaotic good.
Yeah.
And so his smite, instead of being like a regular smite
Be
evil,
safe.
his smite is like, did you just put my friend in handcuffs? Oh no, you didn't. Now I cut your hands off for that.
Holy shit! Holy shit! That's a little extreme, don't you think?
That is an extreme example of it, but that's essentially what it changes his smite to. Like, oh hell no, you did not just grapple my friend. Now God compels you not to do that. And it'll actually rebuke or give your ally like a plus, I think it's like a +5 to getting out of it. Or you can attack the thing that just did it for free. It's just like, oh hell no, you didn't just bear hug my buddy. And then of course there's the Paladin, which is lawful good, which is your typical Paladin. And then the Redeemer is basically like fucking Ghost Rider. Neutral good, and he gets like basically the penitent's stare. So like he walks around and sees somebody doing something and then does the like, would you like to buy some death sticks? And be like, no, except you like sit there and like really, really think about it. But like, same thing, we could all be playing champions and be of different causes and have completely different characters but the same class,
You're straight, or we get dragged.
which is kind of pretty neat.
They say from you, but you
And it kind of destroys the whole like party role thing. Like it doesn't destroy it. Like you still need a healer and stuff, but it changes which class you're going to use to do it with.
lively times.
That'd be nice to give it a try sometime.
And they made the medicine skill pertinent. You can actually heal with the medicine skill.
Healing, eh?
So like, okay, how are you? So instead of like just saying okay, you're not dying or stabilizing, you can actually do you can restore a D8 hit points with
Oh,
those.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to have a cleric.
Yeah, the catch is you can't do it during combat.
Yeah, which is fine. That's normal.
Yeah. But it's like, hey, you look pretty rough there. Here, let me get my first aid kit out. You can actually do it. Which is pretty awesome. So there's way more versatility and customization, whereas in D&D I feel you can roleplay better, like it lends itself to role-playing better. But like you were saying, character advancement doesn't feel very rewarding to me.
No, and especially we're not, at least in the campaign we're in, we're not really advancing anyway, so.
Well, that and encourages thought processes like in our chat where I asked
Go on.
when I had asked, what do you guys think?
Go on.
When I had asked, what do you guys think about this class? How would you do it? And then Kate gave like all the optimal options for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I forgot. 5e is kind of like that. You pretty much pick what you want, and you're supposed to know how you're progressing until the end.
Yeah.
So that kind of killed it for me. We'll go back to making it a Pathfinder.
Alright, I gotta look something up real quick. Need to look up how do I
Are
get...
you using a strategy guide?
I can't remember how to get the fucking key to get the bird that makes weapons out of boss souls out of the fucking cage that they're in.
Alright, well, I'm gonna actually put my pizza in, so I'll be right back.
Fresh pizza. Hey Brian, are we still playing Diablo 3, the Demon Hunter or Crusader?
With those characters we were playing?
Yeah, I have a seasonal Crusader and I have a seasonal Demon Hunter.
I thought one of those was your single player.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know what one that is.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna exit out of here anyway. I'm done for now. I'm semi-effective at Torment 10 with this character now.
You're a single player dude?
Yeah, my female barbarian.
Your other. Oh yeah, you wanted to try out that build.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. It's not as good as my other one yet. There's still a handful of items I need, but it's good enough. I die quite a bit.
Yeah, but
I'd say she does more damage, but definitely has a lot less health.
Ah.
And apparently that's a known, like, unless you have all the items, that's going to be the case. Because, like, there's items that significantly increase your durability, and I just don't have.
Alright, so I know the item that I need. But I think I have to free that lion, and I don't have a fragrant branch of Yor.
Sounds like a problem.
It's a bit of a problem, because I won't be able to make boss weapons without the key to free the fucking blacksmith.
How do you get one?
I have to have a fragrant branch of Yor to release a petrified lion warrior, kill him, and then take the key from him.
Well, how do you get that?
I have to either find one or buy one. But I'm gonna go stick this. I think it's a two-handed sword, but it's like a giant key. Yeah, here it is. Key to the embedded. The information on it is sword that opens the embedded's door, shaped like a weapon, but is in fact a key. Plunge the key into the embedded to bring a prismatic end to his fate. The once human embedded, realizing that he could never resist the temptations of the flesh, bound himself eternally with chains. Since then, he has awaited the day that somebody will find this key and bury it within his bosom. And it's a giant fucking two-handed sword. And I'm gonna go ahead and examine this dude and shove it right into his dead head. There we go. And he's dead. And now the way is made clear when viewed from above. You are free, person. And she moved. I got a Ring of the Dead. And what does the Ring of the Dead do? I will find out. I have to find out. Oh, she's singing right now. Ring of the Dead. Keep the human appearance even when hollow. So I'll look human even if I have died.
That's kind of neat.
Instead of looking, you know, like zombie Jesus. Excellent. And I could go back to Majula. And I could teleport to the things betwixt. Yes, things are coming together. Plans are forming into my tiny brain. Now, where is the lady? She said she would be on the move soon. Oh, there she is. Maybe she's got more things for me to buy. Hello there.
Oh, go on.
This stuff is not any cheaper than what it was before. Well, actually, this is cheaper.
Lonely times, these.
Alright, I'm going to teleport to the things betwixt. There's something caught between my teeth and I can't get it.
Just have to remove your teeth.
No.
You can probably find a hammer in the garage.
Bert, I'm gonna go ahead and say no one more time. Gonna play the no card. I hear boisterous laughter.
Not from my side.
Must be from the Kenneth side. Hello, ogre. This ogre is a little bit weaker than his brothers. Ah, he tried to sit on me. Then I sliced his ass open with an axe. Oh, he got the stone ring. The hell does the stone ring do?
How do you like it?
The stone ring. Additional reduction to an enemy's poise. Oh, gold pine resin. That gives my weapons an electricity feel. A shocky revelation. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum.
Bum.
That joke is bad. I believe I have freed the thing that was in my teeth.
Yay.
Oh god, that feels so much better. I'm gonna light all these. Look at that, my torch can burn for 3 hours. Almost 4. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go up to this bird. I'm gonna drop some shit off for the bird.
You! Give us smooth! Yes, you! Give us silky!
Yeah, shut up. Petrified something.
So nice, so smooth. Yeah! Silky smooth!
Alright, I am backish.
You! Give us
Hey.
smooth!
Oh, man.
I gave a rock to a bird, and he gave me something. Gave me an item in return. Ooh, twinkling titanite. Can I just leave like all, like 10 of these?
Oh, Bert, Christopher and I were talking about how we would like to see you play Stellaris.
Oh.
Yes. Ken has told me many times how he would like to watch you play. Or not watch you play, but so much as like what you do.
Yeah, because it's complex. Like, what was it that? Oh yeah, I plateaued on my research last night. So like, I'm finally getting to where the technology's bleeding edge. So
Yeah.
it's taking longer to research naturally, but the variables that go into figuring out if it's longer or shorter are so different than other games.
Hmm.
And then I was constantly in debt for a long time, wasn't I, Brian?
Yeah, he was like, I'm in debt.
I wasn't in debt, but I was losing money. But then I also wasn't losing money because I was producing more raw resources than I was money. So then I would just sell a bunch of raw resources. You know how economies actually work?
Yeah.
It's like we're making negative $200 a round. Okay, well, there's $5,000 worth of minerals. Go away. So we're still making 200 monies around. Well, here's another 5,000 minerals. be good until we run out of 10,000 monies.
I read a thing today that said the CEO of FedEx, he staved off bankruptcy because he went to Vegas with the company's last $5,000, betted on blackjack.
Gamble.
Betted on blackjack, won $27,000, and he was able to stave off bankruptcy. Ooh, Demon's Great Hammer. Until the company acquired more funding. I was like, if that's true, that's fucking awesome.
He's able
That's
to stave
false.
off bankruptcy and prison.
Right?
Why are we bankrupt? Well, you see, took the last of our money and gambled it.
It sounds like a plot of like a family's TV show.
Right?
Or it's the plot from the fuck is the name of that movie? Empire Records. Kid takes like the payroll or the money that he got for like that day's business, goes to he went to Atlantic City, I think. And he was up and he was up and he was up and he was up, and then he was like, one more round. Everything is gone.
I tell you what, if that's a true story, he was probably sweating bullets.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's one hell of a fucking Hail Mary pass. He goes, this will either make me or break me. Everything depends on this fucking blackjack.
I'm either going home triumphant and my company gets to exist, or I'm going to the grave.
And maybe to jail.
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
When the rogue runs your industry.
How much money do we have? Enough. Can I get a figure? Enough?
Sir, why did you rename our company to Criminal Enterprise?
You don't need to know.
It's so obvious the paladin won't even be able to catch on.
My Paladin is he's chaotic for some reason. He's on the bankroll.
Just lawful retarded.
Well, he's not breaking the law, so that doesn't make him evil.
Right?
He isn't exactly giving back to the community. So
Yeah, that doesn't make him evil. That just makes him a jerk.
Oh god, can you imagine a social paladin? Where laws don't matter, but it's all about, like, karma?
you forgot to say bless you when I sneezed, so
That might be fun to play in D&D.
Smiting somebody because they didn't leave a tip.
Yeah, like a karmic paladin.
or smiting somebody because they didn't leave enough of a tip.
Well, it'd be an interesting thing to, like, for Jeff, because, like, people are assholes to you, and you're a karmic paladin. Like, every shopkeep better be fucking nice, otherwise their house is gonna burn down the next night.
What the hell happened? You just stood there and watched it? Karma.
But yes, it's a bitch, isn't it?
You are one enthusiastic hooker. Cure disease.
It's like you were born again. Okay, that's the third Demon's Great Hammer I've just
Did
picked
you
up.
guys? Oh, you guys don't watch it, so
Watch what?
I saw this video the other day. It's kind of hilarious. You're both playing games, though, aren't you? Nope. Or it's not. This is like police in Spain or something like that.
I'll watch it real quick.
I got an old whip.
It's a really short one.
1, 2, 3.
That guy's
Great
like,
Hammers.
dude.
I don't even know what the guy is trying to do. Is he like trying to dance with the cop or something?
I don't know, but he just threw him with one arm.
It's not a throw, it's a slap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that slap was hell, man. Oh, he's out. Yeah. Well, you know, that guy towered over him by a good
By,
6
the whole head, yeah.
He knocked him out with a slap.
And it's on YouTube.
I like the first comment, restoring him to factory settings. Second comment, this needs the old Windows shutdown sound.
I agree with these.
I like this one, when someone chooses all the bad choices on the conversation wheel. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, this is good.
Did I ever tell you guys the greatest comment I ever read?
No.
Okay. So I don't remember.
And he's not going to.
No, I'm gonna. So I don't remember what video it was. It may have been a fail video. It may have been just something that was pretty funny. So the comment, it was in a different country and people were laughing because something stupid had happened. And they asked, why are they laughing in English?
I knew.
That was the best comment I ever read, because I read that and then I just sat down for a minute and I said, I don't know how you could be that dumb.
What was it?
Why are they laughing in English?
Oh god.
Just like, what? My brain stopped for a minute after reading that. Just, there's, you...
If you skip to 140, let's say you'll get past that advert. But I saw this one too, and it's pretty funny.
Not as funny as why are they laughing in English?
I think my favorite comment that I've seen... Oh, I get it now.
What?
Is I was watching a video earlier about Knights vs Samurai, and like somebody had posted a comment, and it was like, "Ha, Knights wear chainmail. You know, those aren't very effective against arrows." Like the next comment was like, "Ah, fuck, what was it, Bert?"
What?
Something like, "You talking some mad shit for being within Crusader range." This is pretty good.
Yeah.
My brain's fried though.
Ken's brain is pop, pop, fizzle, fizzle.
Yeah. Time to play some Stellaris.
Time to make some decisions. Are you sure about that? Oh, yeah. My decisions will help create the economy's crash. Oh, no.
To the Hinden, Peter.
Don't waste my time.
To the Hinden.
How can you afford these things?
Peter, I don't know where you got that thing, but I'm impounding it.
Wasn't that the tank?
Yeah, that's the tank.
Because that's not what would happen if Ken had a tank.
If Ken had a tank, he would have destroyed everything.
Oh,
It's like that one guy in California
yes. I was born in
who stole a tank and was rampaging through the city, and they killed him.
multiple murders.
Yeah, because he decided to try to go over
I
the
saw,
divider.
and then,
Yeah. Well, he drove through a building.
it's true.
Well,
got
he drove
stuck.
through a building, crushed a trail. Oh, there's another guy?
No, this was a few years ago. No, this is the old
Did you
one.
see the flame on them? It wasn't there.
Because the one I'm thinking
don't
about,
know
he
what
tried
it-
crossing the highway and then
But
got
there
stuck
is
on the Jersey
something
River.
greatly. It seems something.
I thought this guy got stuck in a building, and they basically
It was
were able to
blocked
get
by
to him because there's nothing he could
something
do.
built-
Maybe there was more than one. Because he was trying to destroy the building of the place that like fired him, or
I'm gonna
wrongful
Google
termination or something.
stolen tanks
Did you see
in
the It wasn't there.
California.
when I came here before.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is the guy, he got like wrongful termination, or at least he thought it was, and he was pissed off, so he like stole a tank and.
Okay, so
did
there
whatever.
was two.
He stole a tank.
One October 8th, 2011, and then one June 22nd, 2000. Well, this is an older one. Because this guy, he stole one in 95.
Yeah.
He was in the National Guard, and then something happened. He just, like, took a tank.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you just take a tank?
Well, the keys were under the wind visor.
It's just like,
Just
I'm taking
classic
this.
movie.
See, Brian, when you join the army as a tanker, they kind of give you access to tanks.
So he was just like, enough of this shit. This is mine now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It makes about as much sense as anything else. Fuck it.
Wait, no, I think this is the same thing. Hold on.
Yeah, you
this
swing
is
at
the same
nothing,
case.
Brian.
So,
Shut up, Bert.
no, the one in 95, he gets stuck on the divider.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, the cops chase him. He turned the gun around to face the cops chasing him.
Which is exactly what I would do. Be like, oh yeah? Yeah?
Want some of this? You know what's gonna happen? Fucking pigs.
At least they don't kill you instantly anymore.
No. I have become strong. Strong like bull. Da.
I'm watching this video, and they're talking on the dispatch, and they're like, somebody should call the army and find out if this thing is loaded.
I mean, they're not wrong. Like, is this loaded?
As if the army would know.
Has he fired at you? Not yet.
Then you're probably okay.
We don't know what you're talking about. Weather balloon.
Weather balloon.
I think you're thinking about the dude who armored up the bulldozer.
Yeah, the killdozer.
Yeah.
Killed.
Yeah, that's a different. That guy got pissed off because they fired him, and then he like
Yeah, that's what I was
plates
thinking
on a
of.
bulldozer and like just drove it into the building.
Yeah, like he like welded armor to it. and
I
then
remember
just
hearing
kept
about
wrecking.
that. Yeah.
He's second fiddle to the guy who stole an actual army tank, though.
I don't know. That's pretty impressive that you build your own and it's relatively successful.
Right? I kind of had
But
to.
he
What is
technically
this?
accomplished his goal.
I can wear smelter demon armor.
I mean, he did. But the dude took a tank. Like, he just took
Are you
it.
sure?
He said, "This is mine." Sir, you can't take. I said, "This is mine."
Oh, yeah, I can't? What are you doing, sir? I'm driving away.
Looks like I can take it all I want. It's like, should somebody stop him?
MP1 looks at MP2. I really thought that was gonna work.
Like in all of history, has anything ever? Stop! All right, you got me. Oh my God, it worked.
But sir, this is California.
Freeze. Okay.
This is the safest of the safe zones.
It's a freeze. You got me. You caught the tater. How did I need to go in here? Was there more to this? I think there is more to this.
It'd be funnier if it worked that way. Then they wouldn't really have anything to arrest them on. Because they'd be like, alright, fine, I won't take it. Thank you, sir. You just stopped me from making a horrible decision. And then walk away. It's like, hey, should we stop him? Well, he didn't do anything wrong. Damn.
Should we stop him? Short answer, yes. Long answer, can we? The man is in a tank after all. I think we let this one go. Oh! Speaking of let
The
go,
more
I
important-
just rolled off the edge.
The more important question we should be asking ourselves is how do we do the paperwork?
That's Robert's department, Bert.
Well, I'm just trying to think, like, okay, so you're working in the army, and they steal a tank. Like, you have to document that as a safety issue, like a near miss, I would assume. Like, God, that sucked to fill out that paperwork. Well, he stole a tank, government property, and he almost killed some people.
OSHA would have fun with that one.
Yeah. Just don't let him on the army base, it's okay. We're here to see the base commander, and you just stoically keep looking right past him as if you don't see him.
Where's the base commander? Commander?
Safety intensifies.
I'm gonna need your security clearance. I work for OSHA. I'm gonna need your security clearance.
I am my security clearance.
The OSHA guy walks away. I can't believe that worked.
It's just like the wallet inspector. I can't believe that worked.
Comes back with the FBI. We got a warrant to search your base. Oh, what?
Oh.
But we're the army. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Your clothes, give them to me.
Forgot to say, please.
Could you imagine if it worked that way? You could just, like, go get a search warrant and be like, go to Area 51 and be like, I have a search warrant.
The judge said I had probable cause to come here.
Now let me see them aliens.
Right?
It's like, there are no aliens here. Right. Just wink at him.
It's like, what makes you think a crime has been taking place here? Because it's the government? Legit, let him in.
Legit, let him in. That's some sound reasoning he's got there.
Well, he's not wrong.
Or you hit him with the classic line, well, if you haven't done anything wrong, you have no problem with me searching your premises.
You're like, you're right, we haven't done anything wrong. Let him through! It's like, you've never seen the movie The Invention of Lying, have you?
No.
So, it's a Ricky Gervais movie, and in his world, it's kind of weird. But there is no lying. Literally, nobody lies. It's unheard of. Nobody even knows what it is. And so he comes up with the first lie. I think to, like, comfort his mom who's dying. He, like, makes up a lie about what heaven is and shit, and people are all like, really? That's a place? And it kind of goes from there, but nobody else knows how to lie. And so he just keeps going, you know, through his life. Shit happens. Like, one time he gets pulled over, and it's like, you know why I pulled you over? And he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. He goes, you didn't? And it's like, no, I'm going to have a good day. It's almost like a Jedi mind trick, and they're like, oh, alright, well, have a good day. You have to find a clip from the movie, because it's fucking funny. I really enjoyed it. There's another movie of his that I really liked. I think it was called Ghost Town. Where he's plays a dentist, and he goes and gets surgery done, and he dies on the table for like a couple seconds, but then he comes back. But because of that, he can now see ghosts, and ghosts can see him, and so it kind of falls into the category of, you know, ghosts have unfinished business. You have to help them, blah 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 blah. Then they can move on. But it's hilarious. I say, if you ever get a chance, watch both those movies. One of the best memorable lies that he tells is to this super attractive woman. He's like, the world's gonna end if we don't have sex right now. And she goes, do we have time to get to a hotel? And he's like, oh my god, it worked. And I can't do this.
Wow.
And he doesn't go through it. Then he goes, no, I can't do this.
Well, now he has to take the lie back. You can't do that.
No, like, I think he makes something up. It's like, oh, it's okay. We'll be fine. As long as you, like, do, like, this other thing. Alright, so I went from the very top of a castle to the bottom of a swamp-like place, and I'm now in a crypt.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to bring death to this crypt. I love how I got hit somehow, even though I was blocking. You're getting backstabbed with an axe.
Hot.
This guy wasn't doing anything, and I just murdered him. This guy has a couple of doors for weapons. Woo! Bitch. All these things, I remember these things. That's a lot of homing soul masses. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you watch episode 2 yet, Bert?
Yeah, Sid didn't want to watch it today. So.
I got my parents to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both enjoyed it. I had to coerce my mom, though.
Oh, shit, the bed! That was close.
No. You shit the bed.
I don't want to shit the bed.
And since she hasn't been working, she's been sitting at home, and they got the smart TV in the living room. They have my Hulu and stuff on there. I was like, Mom, watch the show with Dad. And she was like, well, if I don't want to. And I was like, watch it with Dad. And change the Hulu password.
It just hit me with a stick?
She didn't actually say what if I didn't want to. She was going to watch it, but I had to put that in there.
You have to make the stories more interesting.
I know, but then I feel bad because I don't like lying.
It's not really
We're
a
not gonna
lie. I mean, it's just,
It's an exaggeration.
yeah.
Halt.
Huh?
You're going to hell, Ken.
Do not produce
You're
light.
probably right.
Light
But not for that reason.
travels who bear it.
Well, you're also probably right.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I am Agdane, guardian of the countless dead.
But yeah,
rest
watching you
here
play
in
Stellaris
peace.
would be entertaining.
Light.
Or
Only
playing
magic.
with you would be entertaining.
I am a finito,
But I don't know if
Finito.
you'd actually like it.
and this task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here. Some are rich, others poor. Did you come for it? You will find whom many cast, but
There's a lot of
rest,
micromanaging.
Perhaps
Sounds
in
like
the
my
past,
kind of game.
The former. How could
Okay, so maybe you
this
would like
great
it.
death
So if it ends up in your stream library somehow, it wasn't me. Except
Oh,
it's on
God.
site.
You already gave me $50. I don't need more shit from you.
Dark Arrow.
But Travis has it, and Brian has it, and I have it, and Christopher has it.
And the only one who I've ever really seen playing is you.
He's not wrong about that.
I'm pretty sure Christopher's actually playing it right now.
He is playing it right now.
Crude human.
Dank.
Do as you please.
This guy called me a crude human.
It's not wrong.
Told me to do as I please. Well, I will do as I please.
Donuts everywhere. Oh god, that'd be a horrible wish. Like, you get a wish from a genie, and you're like, I wish all of space was filled with donuts.
It's like, do you know what you're wishing for? Hell yeah, donuts.
Yes.
Bert, you
Got
want
'em.
to? If you're watching
That would
the
end
stream,
the universe.
if you're watching the stream,
I am.
I Look at my feet.
Kitty. That's kind of interesting. You're a furry with a lizard head. Or is that a dragon?
No, I think it's supposed to be a dragon.
Ah.
A
I think it
dragoon.
looks like Godzilla.
But yeah, could you imagine filling all of space with donuts? I'm sure that has consequences.
Everything has consequences.
You know, Bert, I don't think I could really actually comprehend all of space turning into donuts.
Yeah. It would turn the universe into a black hole, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
If everything was filled with donuts,
If all of space was, yes.
why would it turn it into a black hole?
Because the entire universe would be made out of matter instantly.
You have a point. But wouldn't it be? Oh, I was gonna say.
All of
Never mind.
space.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Everything.
I mean, the
Or how
atmosphere.
about this? How about
but
instead of raining water, it rains donuts?
so you just like wish that it's
You know.
sunny with a chance of meatballs,
Yeah.
or cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Yeah.
Okay. Can I break these? Just gonna be breaking some fucking stone or some gravestones.
Oh, Bert, Brian was offended, but I told him I wasn't going to ask him science questions because you'd be my science advisor.
Well, understandable.
I mean, I was slightly offended, but I mean, if I'm being for reals, Bert's your guy.
I don't know, though. Bert probably would have told me to abduct people, too.
I don't think so. People aren't interesting.
That's like the first thing I told Ken to do. He goes, "Should we abduct people?" Oh, I hit the bell. I hit the bell. I hit the bell. I hit the bell. I don't want to hit the bell.
Bert would be like, don't abduct the people, abduct their computers.
Right?
Oh, nothing's happening because I broke the fucking statue. Skeleton wants to rumble. I'll rumble with you, skeleton.
This is a game that I've said that I would like to play with Travis, but I would also not like to play it with Travis.
This is like every time Ken comes on at like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Is there a ghost? A ghost.
Sorry, Bert. But if it makes you feel any better, it's not 1 o'clock here.
Yeah, it doesn't. Traffic into hell must be much busier than heaven since it has a highway instead of a stairway.
You're not wrong.
Is that the exit before or after the danger zone?
Before or after the what?
Danger zone.
Danger zone! I'm sorry, every time I hear danger zone, I feel like it has to be pronounced like that. Danger zone. It was a ruse. God, I love Archer. It's such a stupid show, but I love it so much. Ooh, White Robe.
My favorite episode is still the Dreamland episode. Where they steal the plane and accidentally land at Area 51.
Oh, yes! And they discover aliens?
Yep.
Ah, what the fuck just happened?
Maybe I should play with Crystal.
Oh.
There's a novel idea.
Especially if it's unconsensual.
Hey, Chris, you
How
want
the
to know?
fuck did you even get in my game?
Just all of a sudden,
Sorry,
Ken has
Warzone.
joined the game.
Sorry,
I've done that to
Warzone.
Travis when he's playing GTA before.
Yeah.
It's Like, this motherfucker's not in Discord, but he's playing GTA Online. Well,
I know one time I did that to him, and we were just talking on Discord, and he must not have noticed I joined. And I walked up to him in game. What the fuck, Bert? You're playing in here with me? He had no idea.
let's face it, one cutscene goes by without him paying attention and he's lost.
Oh, I got a blue flame. What the hell is a blue flame?
We still love playing games with him, though, so...
Yeah, he completes our set of 4.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is blue flame? The fuck? When did I get this? The Slumbering Dragon Shield. Shield of the Archdrake Sect of Lindelt represents a slumbering dragon and is intended for use in covert rituals. The fools who woke the slumbering dragon earned not only its ire, but also the destruction of an entire country. The survivors buried their wrongdoings in the past and in a show of terrible conceit attempted to make amends by carrying on the knowledge of the wasted land. Effect, stamina recovery. Huh.
That'd be an interesting way to get rid of bodies. You just throw them into the past. Like, you invent a time machine and just transport bodies to the past.
I mean, that's essentially what Looper is. You've ever seen the movie Looper?
No.
Yeah, like, so...
I loved how he ended that.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, that was a great
It was
way
a
to end
Ken
it.
move.
So, what they do in Looper is, like, the mob needs to kill people. So, they send them back in time, and they have the person in the past kill them. That's how they get around not getting caught or anything, and those past people, I don't know, it's strange.
Like, they send the people back in the past to get killed at, like, a specific point, and then the assassin basically meets them there, executes them, and then they can't identify the body because they haven't been born yet.
Yep.
But they also transport them back with money, like the payment.
Yep.
But the catch with Looper is that he ends up getting sent back.
Yeah, it happens to anybody who is in that business, the people who are the executioners.
Well, he did it on purpose to himself.
Yes. But they were gonna kill him anyways.
Yeah, but he did it on purpose to himself because, like, there's something weird. Like, something happened with the person he wanted to kill in the past in the future. Like, he wanted to go back in time on purpose to kill a kid in the past.
Yeah.
So they could grow up and become, like, a crime boss or something like that.
Yeah.
I forget what exactly it was.
Like a super powerful, like, telekinetic. It's kind of like the powers that are there.
Yeah, but it was weird because it was some 12 Monkeys bullshit. Like, the catch was he went back in time to do the thing, but then it turned out going back in time caused the thing to happen.
Yeah.
Except his past self was the one who was supposed to kill his future self. Yes, that's how the week goes.
That'd be an
But yeah, it
interesting
was-
clock.
Is something weird like that. Like, is a good movie though.
It was a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
They won't.
Let me go ahead.
Who do you think I am, Brian?
Maybe.
What the fuck? One time!
No, you said last time like 6 times.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I actually went to Olive Garden.
Did you now?
I did.
Did you have the endless breadsticks?
I guess technically I did, but that was not my main course, no.
I would like breadsticks, yes, sir. What else would you like? Breadsticks. Endless
Keep
breadsticks.
filling the table.
But, sir, I said breadsticks.
And all of a sudden you just like open up the window at Olive Garden and start selling the breadsticks through the window. Drive through.
Why are there just invisible hollows here? Skeleton, what is your purpose? Skeleton has no purpose. Skeleton is just a skeleton. The fuck? I fucking missed. Just breaking gravestones. That's what you do. What you do in Dark Souls, you break gravestones.
Well, Christopher can't get his mods to work, so I'm not playing with him.
Said you
That,
could,
and we'd have to like have the same mods and
you're like, no, I don't think I will.
I don't know if we actually need the same mods, but it probably helps to have the same mods because a lot of the mods that I have are just like ship skins and stuff.
I like it in like Factorio, they made a mod sync tool.
Yes.
So you literally, like if you're joining a server, you just press the button and it syncs them and you're in.
It's very helpful.
I haven't played Stellaris multiplayer yet, so I don't know if it has that or not.
Ah.
Yeah.
May or may not.
I thought I turned it off. I was pretty sure I turned it off, but yeah, you can turn it off.
Oh, there's a ladder right fucking here. Ow! Fucking ghost dick.
The first bloke to get shot with a gun on a battlefield after spending ages getting into plate armor must have been really pissed off.
That's funny.
Fun fact, some plate armor from the early days of guns would actually stop bullets.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what the fuck was that? Everybody else's fucking ears ringing really loudly.
It still hurt a lot.
Gunpowder was really what killed the monarchies. I mean,
You missed. How did you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you.
Final Fantasy. Miss.
It's just like in fucking World of Warcraft, fighting a mob, and it's one hit, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna get him this time, miss. And we're gonna get this time, miss, dodge, miss.
so you know that Kingmaker game that I played, Brian?
Yes.
Finder one? Christopher saw me playing that, which is why he's playing Stellaris. He saw the house playing Stellaris, so he wants to play Stellaris. But he saw me
Copycat.
playing it. He has it. He's like, I'll go play it again. Rolled up some characters, some pretty badass characters. Started playing it, tweaked the difficulty levels because that game is really hard. And said that within 15 minutes he was already raging. And I was like, why? Did you tweak the difficulties? He's like, yeah, but my party couldn't hit anything. He said that he had he was watching the roll log and it was like critical fail, miss, critical fail, miss, critical fail, miss.
So, suffice to say, he was disappointed.
Yeah, he said he couldn't even get out of the starting area. And I was like, that's like a glitch or something, man. Like,
Got that fucking zombie right at the pooper.
Have you played any more Andromeda, Ryan?
No, I have not. Since yesterday, what did I do yesterday?
Not a damn.
I don't even remember what the fuck I did last night. So all I know is that I know I didn't get a chance to play any more Andromeda. But it is fun. Like, I played the first mission and I was like, alright, this is pretty cool. Oh, my dad's dead. Oh. It's like, it sucks. Scott's like, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. I took the default settings, I took the default things, I was like, alright, I'm just gonna do this, but it still has my Mass Effect, like, storyline and shit. I don't know if that actually comes into play at all.
Some of like the comms chatter you can find and stuff points like has to do with it, like the Easter eggs basically.
Oh.
But nothing else really.
You wanna know what kind of pissed me off about Mass Effect 3? Besides the ending.
Yeah.
There was that one character that was the military guy, like the real big, the bro.
Yeah.
And he was always like a condescending dick to Shepard. It's like, excuse me, where were you the last 2 fucking games when I did all this shit for humanity? And he's like, well, you're not that great. Really?
You're talking about Vega?
Talk about whatever the fuck his name was, the bro. The
Yeah.
bra? Whatever his
The
name
one that
is.
you can.
Raw.
Brah? What happened, brah?
The one that you can play or do pull-ups against.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vega. The one that has his own movie.
Whatever, that guy was a dick. I disliked him.
Gotta find out what. Holy crap! That's the one Christopher installed. That's probably why it's. Well, there's a ton of mods for Star Wars. Like, it's one of the easier games to mod. And he told me that one just dropped like today. Oh, it dropped like yesterday. And he was talking about it, and he was like, "Well, it's like all a bunch of mods like combined into one mod." I was like, and that's probably why you're patched one mod into his game that adds 80 mods.
The plot thickens.
God fucking cunt bag piece of shit motherfucking.
And thus the Angry Marine chapter was born.
And Brian's dead.
Rage. The only good thing is I made a shortcut. And I don't think those statues come back.
And I will say I do appreciate how you did finally admit that you would be an angry.
Angry. I mean, just gonna accept my fate.
You fought it pretty hard there for a moment.
I mean, if I was gonna belong to any faction, let's face it. Hey, alright, now I can explore these without fear of getting attacked by ghosts that can summon firestorms under my feet.
I also appreciate how the Angry Marine lore basically states they're too angry to fall to chaos.
Not even Chaos wants them. Okay. Now no more fucking Revenants should show up.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
These assholes. They just keep coming back to life. Where you going, buddy? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Who has time to read?
People with higher than 10
Woohoo!
People with what? I didn't even hear what you said.
Bert heard.
I
That's all
heard.
that matters.
Whatever. I don't care. Just point me at the enemy.
It's a pretty big number, Ken.
Especially the way he's talking now.
Dump stat.
No, 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 no!
At least I called him average.
Alright, that better be... I don't think there are any more zombies that rise up to ring this bell. No, there is! I can't break these.
I think that's why Christopher's having problems. Compatibility. Not compatible with any other mods.
That's... yeah. What is this mod compatible with? 0. That guy tried to hit me with a shield.
Wow, there's a pretty sizable delay between what I'm seeing on screen and what's actually happened.
It's like a full 5 seconds.
Well, because Brian was, like, when he complained earlier, and I alt-tabbed back over to the screen, and then I watched him die. It's like, instant replay! Why is Brian pissed? The game.
Why is Brian pissed? Because my birthday's in a couple of days.
Yes, it is. Why do they make you pissed?
I'm old. Or getting
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
I don't want to be old. I don't want to be young either. I'm just throwing that out there.
Looking to see if there's any skins in this mod because I like the ships.
I just fucked this dude up. God damn, this thing has a lot of health.
Yeah. And he's, like, so slow.
He's a boss. I've killed 3 of these as a boss. Well, granted, 2 red ones and 1 wasn't black armor, and that guy died in, like, I sneezed on him and he died. Jesus Christ, this guy had a health pool that was huge. I wish I could get my health pool that big.
There's no ship skin mods on this.
Testing for mimics.
Does it actually work?
Yeah, if it's a mimic and you shoot it with an arrow, it goes, you shot me with an arrow. I'm going to eat your face now.
I shall be AFK for a minute.
AFK.
All fucking killed.
That's what I say.
Okay.
That's what I say in Doom. All fucking kill.
AFK.
That's the situation. AFK. What? Just imagine, like, there's a computer guy that's controlling the communications. He says he's away from keyboard. It's like, what does that mean? I don't know. I suppose I should use this. This. Let me get 2 of those bitches going. This. Alright, here we go. Boss fight time. It is the Guardian of King Vendrick. senses a douchebag.
Next time I run into a big bad in one of my tabletop role-playing games, I'm gonna be like, Uno Mas.
You're gonna say one more? He just poked me with a hammer. And he broke my... No, he poked.
He thrusted it at you.
Yes, he did. I do about 500 with a big hit. He's got a bit of a delayed swing.
I shall return.
I think this makes an AoE. I hide behind a pillar. Alright, he buffed. AoE. Oh, not an AoE. A nimble little fucker. Ow. Thrusting hammer strike. Normal hammer strike. Another normal hammer strike. I do about half the damage I was doing. Ow. I'll say this, they nailed the fucking boss music in these games.
I wouldn't know since I can't hear it.
Shit. Super runaway!
Oh, and I'm back.
Welcome back, Mr. Anderson.
I mean, I heard everything, but I just couldn't talk.
Because you didn't have your mouse with you.
Correct. Well, there's no reason for you to hear me, Pete.
Yeah, there is, because then I'll have to say, Bird, I didn't hear you wash your hands. Hello, King
So I guess next time I could pee and then wash my hands and then just have that. Well, that's a long sword.
That's King Vendrick. He was the ruler of this once great land, and he went crazy.
Is he an
Then
enemy?
Ken got appointed as his new financier officer.
Hey, how you doing?
That title is Financee.
Through the King's Gate.
Ba-dum-bum.
Venture to the bearer of the curse. Then one day you will walk without really knowing why.
She pretty much just said, I'll be the next king. I said, yeah. Yeah, I will. Good to be king.
I just can't wait to be king.
And then his dad gets killed.
Right? I mean, he kind of
Dun, dun.
wished for it.
He did kind of wish for it, if you think about it.
Play that scene and then just hit it with the dun dun.
Long live the king.
Law and Order. No.
No, I'm just saying, I love that line.
Feather Scar.
Now, we could do the Law and Order thing, or I think what might be better is if you could say a snarky remark, and then, you know,
Bearer of the
like
curse.
in CSI Miami,
I will always
say,
be at
looks
your
like he was trampled to death.
until hope
Dun,
is
dun.
fully
No, I'm trying to, I said it, and I'm trying to think of something snarky to say. Well, you could probably say something like,
Dun dun.
no, not dun dun. God damn it, nothing's coming to my brain for a for a moment. What would be something funny to say about that? Getting trampled to death.
It's probably why they haven't used it as a thing yet, because there's nothing funny about that, Brian.
I mean, you are right. There really isn't anything funny about getting trampled to death.
Except for dun dun.
That's not even funny either.
You're laughing.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's funny.
I dodged a bullet.
Where do I get more fragrant branches of yore? Damn it, I need one.
Dun dun.
Wait, actually, I can go here.
How many more Disney songs can we fit in here?
Well,
Hakuna Matata.
no, that's from the same. It's from the same.
But it's
It's a different song.
It's a different song, but it's the same movie. We can't do that. That's lazy.
We got Little Mermaid and Lion King, so
So we need something else.
let it go, Brian. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Because the cold never bothered me anyways. Door slam.
Door slam. Yeah.
God, could you imagine climbing a ladder just to die?
No, these guys are hollow. They're undead, so I mean they're already dead.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm just trying to imagine climbing a ladder and then dying. Like, could you just like come down here and kill me? Oh,
Climbing a ladder and then dying again.
yeah.
A buckler.
Then you
Ah! What the fuck just hit me?
And then you don't even bother to
Oh, that
pick
asshole.
up the guy's soul.
I'll pick it up. I mean, you pick up the souls like immediately.
It's that delay that you're seeing, Bert.
No, because like
He left it at the bottom of the stairs.
no, that's an item.
That's an item.
Yeah, whenever there's an item on the ground after you kill somebody, or the little white spectacle, it's an item.
Oh, you're a spectacle.
Spectacle's testicle?
You're just a testicle, Ken.
Wow, that's really hard.
I have
Bert.
never been given a better compliment ever.
He called you a testicle.
Don't take this away from me.
That's
Brian.
not a compliment. He called you a testicle. He called you a ball. Not even a ball sack. A ball.
Not even the whole pair.
Don't take this from me.
I have taken it from you. I have stomped it into the ground. You've tried this once before. Did
You
not
never know
succeed.
until you try. It's like in those old school CRPGs when it's like pick lock, failed. Pick lock, failed. Pick lock, failed.
I think the
Break
Grim
lock.
Crusader's my dude.
Well, anything with Grim, I just automatically assume is Bert.
Well, all my guys. Well, in Diablo 3, all my guys are Grim except Angelic Darth.
Angelic Darth.
Sounds like a perfect dark character.
I never played that game.
Because I have Dr. Grim, Grim Matriarch, Grim Hunt, Grim Monk, Grim Amazon, Grim Hunter, Grim Crusader, Grim Bard, and Grim Wizard.
I feel bad for people in your civilization. It's like you have a first name and then designation.
It'd make things convenient. You don't have to question it.
Yeah, but what happens when you have more than one of the same, like when you run out of names?
That doesn't happen.
Well,
They
then you just
then
put a
become
bunch of numbers at the end. Don't you know me?
Or you're not
This
gonna
one
go
is
like
Grim 4593.
Yeah. Do you want
a fire longsword.
I wish there's a way I could like look up your character list, Brian.
My character list?
Yeah, because I want to find out what character of mine is playing with you, because I don't remember.
Did we get them to max level?
No. I'm pretty sure it's my Crusader, but I don't know. I don't have a way of knowing.
I don't think it's your Crusader.
Because the other
Wait.
one, Grim Hunt is Red Riding Hood with the.
No, because I had a barbarian when we were playing.
Okay.
I had a female barbarian.
And then I had a hunter, because I remember I was an archer. Yeah, okay. So Grim Crusader, that's my.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So I'm gonna play him.
All right.
Permit 1, Private.
Everything is solved now. Everything is awesome! Everything
yeah.
is better when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.
Franchise.
That guy really wanted me.
Yeah,
He wanted me so bad he's attacking the ladder.
Oh, this person hasn't. Have I even beat the game with this character yet?
Bert has found. Christopher is playing an empire he made up that is fanatic militarist, fanatic industrialist, and elitist.
Is Fnatic... What are they? Say it again.
Fanatic militaristic, fanatic industrialist, elitist. Indeed.
Indubitably.
Indeed.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be
I'll
fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Pump the brakes there, bud.
Jimmy Hoffa?
It's Texas... Big Texas 10-4. Ah!
Okay, what does this guy do? Sweep attack, slash, falling sword.
Did I kill the same guy twice? I know there's a door around here that I can use this king's ring on. Just have
Is he a
to
barbarian?
just have to find it. Barbarians? How barbaric of you, Ken. Headshot. Sidestep, 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 sidestep.
What was that Disney show? Was it Bob the Barbarian?
What?
There was a TV show. A cartoon show.
I think you're thinking of Gorn.
No! It was like Bob the Barbarian. It was like...
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I have nieces and nephews that watch a bunch of stupid shit.
It's like from our time.
Our time down here!
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Oh, Dave the Barbarian.
I'm just glad you got it. It's our time down here. Do I have a way to open that door yet down there? I want to say I do, and I think I know where the other door is that I'm thinking of. Hey, I used the iron key.
Do you not recognize this show, Bert?
What show?
Dave the Barbarian.
Never heard of it.
I put a link to the opener in the Discords. The intro title screen thing. Video. That.
Ah, I'm getting my ass kicked by a fucking salamander. God, it did that much damage? It still hit me somehow. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Super runaway. God damn that accuracy with those fucking fireballs. Where's the salamander?
I know you've heard of this guy.
Ah, yes. Good old Johnny Bravo. I would never fly today.
Do the monkey.
That most definitely would never fly today. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's the stuff from our childhood would fly today.
Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life. Alright, one salamander is dead.
I know what happened to Johnny Bravo.
He got canceled, didn't he?
No, this is my fan theory. Johnny Bravo is PC Principal
What?
from South Park.
PC Principal. Oh, wait. I don't know who that is.
This is my fan theory. I have to put it on Reddit so it goes viral.
God damn it. There's stuff in here I want to get. Oh, this is gonna take a minute. That's the longbow. How much damage does this electric boogaloo do? Nowhere near as much. Let's just see how much this does. That's better. Like this salamander's just sitting here taking these fucking arrows. Alright, well that's one. Don't know where the other one is.
That's my fan theory. Johnny Bravo got reformed and he became PC Principal.
You posted something in Discord, nothing popped up.
It did pop up for me.
I didn't hear any notification.
Bert found a character in Diablo 3 that hadn't been in Diablo 3, so he's playing Diablo 3 now.
I'm well aware of this.
Well, because I need to,
Beat the game with that character.
in seasonal, I need another stash slot because mine are all full.
All of your stashes are full?
Pretty much.
Will this kill me? It did not. That thing will. The Hawk Ring. Did I really come down here for the fucking Hawk Ring? Poison arrows. I don't know where to buy more poison arrows. Just picking up some items. Flame quartz ring.
Hot.
Okay. Extends range of arrows. That's what the Hawk Ring does. Okay, well, since this is a scary place. Second thought, let's just not go to Camelot. Tis a silly place. Don't know why I decided to jump. Must be feeling slightly suicidal. Oh, that knight's gone. Alright, where is the king's ring? That would actually be a good ring to have. Did I pass it? There it is. I may now open these doors, which have barred my way, because I took a ring off the dead king.
I just picked up an item called the Knight's Yeti.
The Knight's Yeti?
Yes. It's a sword.
That's awesome. The Knight's Yeti.
I'm just trying to imagine a knight riding into battle on a Yeti.
You can do that in Ark. You can tame fucking Bigfoots.
But can you tame Littlefoots?
Too soon, bird.
We're gonna be like 85. Too soon, Bert.
It was it. Alas, for 'twas not long for this world. Yes, a frigate bridge of yore. I'm so excited. Now, just need to use it on the correct lion, and everything will be better. Bitch! Just hear Ken snickering.
I'm watching South Park clips. He just was doing a. It was Cartman, and he was doing a slave bit where he was a slave owner. And he's like, at the end of it, he's like, "And screw you, sir, I'm going home." And he just did that southern accent.
I never did like South Park.
Really?
Really?
You're what I call an asshole.
Because he doesn't like South Park?
No, I'm just kidding. I haven't watched South Park in I don't know how long. But I liked it for what it was. But I wasn't addicted to it.
What the fuck? I forgot about that episode. Millennials against Canada.
What?
Against what?
Millennials against Canada. All that's over here is really just... Okay. Person had a
Mr. Garrett.
spinny weapon.
Mr. Garrison became president of the United States. It's just like...
A certain Cheeto.
Yeah. A certain Cheeto.
Kind of Cheeto. A certain Cheeto. I'm certain he's an asshole.
One of those off-brand Cheetos.
Cheese nib.
Ugh.
Off-brand Cheez-It.
Huh?
Off-brand Cheez-Its suck.
I think you're not giving them a fair shake, Bert.
Bull.
We shouldn't talk about people when they're not around.
He's always around. The NSA is always listening.
All I gotta say is this little boy that's following me around, taking up all the gold that it drops, he better be embezzling.
Doesn't even know what that means. It says sir? Aren't you the hero? Don't you fucking forget it!
Please note, listeners of the internet, whoever owns his own company, join it if you're an embezzlement expert.
I'm just saying, like, I'm
It should
running
look
around
like a
killing,
small
like,
boy.
demons and killing Diablo, and then, you know, you better get something out of it.
When Bert's company fails, Timmy's standing there, with that evil smile on his face. You're like, you did it, you bastard. He's like, yes, I fulfilled your dreams. I came to your
Well, I mean, he's
company
certainly
to
not gaining
all
any
the-
experience.
No, Bert, he is gaining experience.
So, like, when I go from levels 1 to 70 and he's still a little boy with shit-ass weaponry, better be
don't-
the-
What you don't know and what you don't realize is that his weapons are heirloom items, okay? And so they level up with him.
and he never actually commits to combat, so,
Gaining experience, just the kind of experience that looks good on a resume.
Thank you.
I watched a dude beat Diablo point blank, and I didn't die. Come to think of it, this little kid is immortal. I mean, he should have died many times over by now.
You should have died
So
just
what-
being in some of the areas that you're at.
Yeah.
So little Timmy, explain to us, what makes you qualified to be a pack mule?
Well, I picked up all this gold for this Nephilim.
Right, I've picked up more gold than you've ever seen.
I would have given it to him, but I overheard him talking to his friends about embezzling. In fact, I don't really know why I'm interviewing for a job right now.
Right, I got 693,000 gold. And that's just in my left pocket.
I have a whole stash.
I'd like to purchase your company, sir.
I'd like to purchase your life, sir. But I'm not for sale. Everyone has a price. We just have to determine how much you were willing to take.
Shake it all about. Pokey. That's what it's all about. Hokey pokey.
Another song going into the big list of songs that we've done for the stream.
Clearly.
Well, I think we should do some actual songs.
What the
Rock and roll songs. Unless you guys are opposed to rock and roll, like some of my coworkers.
No.
They're like, rock and roll music? What is that? I'm like, you guys suck.
You're the
Seriously?
devil!
Actually, they do say things like that because something that I may or may not have done.
You're the devil!
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did the thing that they said that I did, which was take a cross and make it into like 9 pieces and throw
I heard
it
about
away.
that.
Say what?
Well, you told us that story.
Oh yeah, hey, I got an Estus flash shard. Right. Can I open this door? Of course it doesn't open from this side. Hey, I got the bird lady. Go ahead and close that door.
Well, darn, this mod's gonna force me to restart Bullocks. But my
Bullocks!
skin packs work. Holy crap, does the game look so much better with this mod, though?
How much better does it look?
Way better?
Alright.
25% better.
In your eye.
It has higher graphical stats now.
My hands are my
That is good.
here. Print screen.
Oh, Mirakumo. Ah, the partisan. Wow, an S rank in dexterity.
Wow. Yeah, I kind of like this better. So clean.
There are a lot of things on that screen.
Yeah, and this isn't even like mid-game. That's weird. It changed those to Stargates. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. 'Cause
Can deflect spells. Looking glass. The castle is said to have been a passage to another world.
yeah, I guess this mod has the real space mod in it. So it uses real pictures of real space instead of not real pictures of real space.
Well, that's good.
The other one looked good still too, but this kind of looks better. I wonder if there's options that I don't have turned on that would make this easier.
They can be this. It's hard to believe.
It looks a lot cleaner than it did before.
What? Imagine. It is said that a pale being, if you find, do you find these? You humans are all
Okie
this
dokie.
way. That mix of no. The nature
But it changed a
of
bunch of
they
stuff,
can
so
be
I'm gonna have
tricky.
to
Yes.
redo my civilizations and stuff.
Come
Because in this
back
game,
then
Bert, you can make your own custom civilization, or you can play of like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 30 or so pre-made ones.
Yeah!
It is quite a neat game, though.
I can attack with my shield. And I can deflect spells with this shield. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Zoidberg,
What?
he went whoop 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 whoop, and I said Zoidberg. You can crush my body, but you can't crush my spirit. Ow,
My spirit! I'll avenge you, Paul. The thing is, you shouldn't eat things that feel pain. Alright, we won't eat you.
I knew you'd.
I'll go get more bricks. Really? How does a tower shield not give me 100% fucking physical
Because it's made out of
block?
paper mache.
This is bullshit. That's what this is. It's 100% shit.
You don't have the right proficiency for that item, sir.
Actually, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Like
You
totally
have-
don't.
You have last week's update. You need this week's update for that hardware, sir.
Well, it takes 35 strength to use this fucking shield, and I
Is that a
have
shot? Here.
35
How
strength.
That was the old OS for that shield.
Sir!
Yeah, your stats are obsolete now.
Welcome to Apple shields and swords.
Apple shield. Actually, I have 40 strength, alright?
I just got a thing called
you're-
the pain lock.
Sir, you're overqualified for that shield. We're gonna have to ask you to put it down.
I'm gonna have to ask you to suck my balls. How about that?
Sir, this is a safe space. We understand and respect your sexuality, but you can't just say that out loud.
Okay. I'm sorry. Suck my balls.
Sir, we're
let
gonna have
me-
to ask you very irately to leave.
Suck my balls.
I can't even right now. Good day. Walks out the door.
Kids your mother on speed dial.
and that's
You know what your
how
son
Brian-
said?
That's how Brian inherited an Apple store.
I like that story. These are the kind of jokes that Ken and I make when everybody else is gone.
I'm still convinced the only real reason why you said to abduct those aliens is because I told you that the abduction one had a moon cow on the icon.
No, I'm convinced because I knew it would lead to something great, and it did.
like my scientist leaving crop circles that ended up getting worshipped by the aliens.
Okay, look,
Who said
mistakes,
we're buying illegal weapons from smugglers?
mistakes were made. They went a little.
Catapults.
They went a little overboard. Okay,
And to launch an invasion of their planet.
to save them.
From my own black market. And that is why we have a prime directive.
I mean, he's not wrong. Alright, I need the symbol of the king for the king.
Be right back.
Open. I wish to go to the land of Dranlaic. This is going to be one of the most beautiful lands you will ever see. It's just past Aldea's Keep. When fucking we're a little bit bigger. Oh, if I put this ring on, there's a guy that rides on my back. It just makes it so I can't get backstabbed. It's either I can't get backstabbed or it just reduces the damage. What does this message say? Hooray for parrying. There are many rats about this place. Robin Hood, I am not. Uh-oh. They've spotted me. I swear, these things look more like lemurs.
You look like a loser.
Poison throwing knife. Alluring skull. Mimic hiding in the shadows? Oh, that's a mimic, alright. I knew it this time. malformed skull. What is the malformed skull? Is it the shield? It is not. It is. It's a great hammer. Ah, a bonfire. I shall rest upon this bonfire. For when I die, because it's gonna happen in this place. Here to kill the lemurs. Oh. Fucker. Run, you dick! Run that shit. Nothing over there. A fire seed. It shall plant it and a fire will sprout.
Weird.
Your face is weird.
Your face is orange.
That doesn't even make sense.
Okay. Did all that work, figured out what mods I had and which ones work. He doesn't even want to play.
Wow, that's... I'm sorry, that actually makes me feel kind of bad. He doesn't want to play.
It's okay, I'll just go full Eeyore. Never go full Eeyore. On the other hand, I now have all the mods written down, so if you were to ever play, I can tell you what mods I have.
Ah, of course.
Stares at you.
You may stare at me all you want, good sir.
Staring intensely, please.
Oh, that's nice. You're drinking from an Estus flask, and now you're fucking dead.
Killing other players.
No, that was an NPC invasion. I have killed 2 players, though. Since my playthrough of this character has started. I don't know if you can actually open up that little thing. Time to leave.
Yeah, so I guess the best way... Is Bert still here or is he AFK?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. One of the best ways to explain this game is like, it's kind of a mix of Civilization, which I know you don't care for. Although I don't even think you've ever played one, have you?
Civilization?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played Civilization. I just don't.
Oh.
How do you
I know
not
you-
like Civilization? It's awesome.
It's
Anyways.
boring as hell.
It's like a mix of
Basically.
Civilization, Sins, and nation states. You remember that
Yeah.
Well,
website? It's like all those 3 things combined,
Are you tormented by memories?
which makes it quite
Now the
interesting.
question.
Like it's way more
Are
in
you
depth
ready
than just
for more?
a game. It
Yes.
I actually
This
find it
contains
relaxing to
long
play,
ago, this
which is weird because there's so much like stuff
naive
going on, but it's just like
mindset about devising
you're controlling your own, like,
refrigerant
universe,
or
you know what I
bringing
mean?
new forms
Yeah.
of it, but instead,
and your choices have consequences, good or bad.
mostly by chance,
As
but
Brian
he
knows,
did
because
what he saw
usually makes me choose
was
bad ones.
strength.
Hey!
Hey Brian,
And
it
so
says
when
it says there's a lever to pull. What do I do?
find
Pull the
my
lever.
mark.
I said pulling the lever
Hey,
could
Brian.
bring about the end of days. Pull the lever.
And so while I slept, he
And hey, to be honest, I said, pull the lever, Crunk.
no, I don't know.
Thusly
Funnily
can
enough-
pull the lever, and some. Did the black hole open?
That you go about defining
Some portal to hell opened, basically.
And then he said, what should I do? I said, study the portal to hell.
the gods.
And I was like, nope, I've played
If you
Doom.
don't, I could. Yes, I see.
And did
I want
that.
you to kill a merchant named Gilligan.
Creating a new empire.
Greedy, foul. Is the only person who'd have such an honor. This is my thing.
Oh.
Now let's discuss our next mark. I want you to kill one. Your target will be Kale, the man. While I was trapped in here, he touched me, that maniac.
But to give you an idea of the depth, I'm creating a new empire right now, and these are the skins I have to choose from.
Yes.
A selection of
Perhaps
humanoid,
this
machine,
will slip.
mammalian, reptilian, avian, arthropoid, molluscoid, fungoid, and plantoid, and then my mod ones.
Those are a lot of options.
What does this lever do?
And then like next, I get to name. What should I name this species?
What is the species?
Well, they look human, but they're
Call,
not.
just call him Human 2.0.
Human 2.0.
Call them Darth Humans.
Doth. I like that one better.
Fuck you,
Doth. Humans. Plural. Fuck you, Bert.
Darth Humans, I like it.
Yes! That's just like when Bert named my character. I don't remember what my character's name is right now. I gotta look it up. This doesn't show my name. There you go. Player info. Rando flip a coin.
And then, like, you have to choose, so what would be the prefix for... Well, no, that would be after we do the empire name. So we'll jump over to that. This will be a fun one for you to help me choose. So, then you get to choose, like, what kind of planet they're from. So, let's see, we got... Oh, man. First, let's decide what kind of star do we want. Dang, there's a lot.
Black hole.
No,
So
no.
a random trinary, a random binary, random urinary.
Urinary.
That sounds bad.
Fuck
Medium
is a
soul.
urinary?
I don't know. It's spelled U-N-A-R-Y. Unary.
I think that's a single. Unary means one.
Yeah.
Consisting of or involving a single component or element. So yeah, so single star.
That's just an
Medium
odd way to call it.
Yeah. Medium soul, large soul, small soul, Deneb, Regor,
Teneb.
GK Persei, which these are real star systems. Eta Carinae, or random.
Random.
No. Urinary. My vote is for urinary.
What's the name of the star bird?
Tract infection.
Prime.
What is it?
Brian Prime.
Yes.
Yes.
And the name of the homeworld?
Birdo Prime.
I'm going to name it Bob.
Bob. I was thinking like Son of Brian, but I guess that works.
I'm going to name it Bob in honor of that movie.
Titan AE.
Yep.
Yes.
Planet Bob, also known as Earth 2.
You can't call the planet Bob. Why not? That movie was great. I love that movie.
What kind of planet is it, Bert? Is it a wet planet? So we have continental world, ocean world, tropical world, Cascadian world.
What is Cascadian?
Atoll. Cascadian looks like one of those planets that's screwed up, where half of it's like where it's tilted the wrong way. All right, subtemperate mountainous. I guess I could just read the description for subtemperate mountainous world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consisting of coastal forests and towering mountain ranges. An active stormy hydrosphere with strong differences between snowy winters and short summers. Then there is Atoll World. Crag
World?
Atoll.
Make it
Atoll?
Atoll World.
Okay. Do you want to hear the rest of them first? There's a lot.
No.
I want to hear some more options. Come on, let's hear some more options, Bert. Don't be a bitch.
Okay, well, I'm going to stick it on Atoll for now, but then there's Swamp, Tapu,
What is tape?
Mountainous Rocky World. Apparently that tricked Google into doing something. Mountainous Rocky World with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Hydrosphere is mostly in low-altitude seas, which causes considerable fog and cloud cover. In the higher altitude, standing water is rare, and most plant life relies on the mist and fog. That actually sounds kind of cool. Retinal World.
What is that?
Rocky World with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, active and stable hydrosphere, great land masses that are separated by oceans. Plant life is retinaldehyde-based instead of chlorophyll-based, giving the plant a distinctive purple hue.
That's kind of neat.
And then Forest World, so Endor. And those are the wet worlds. So then we got dry worlds, desert, arid, savanna, steppe, dune, oasis, mesa, Atacama. That name sounds really familiar to me. Cold, dry, rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Extreme altitude peaks cause rain shadows for most of the planet, and salt flats and arid valley. Oh, that's why, because it's like Peru. Prairie and Mediterranean. Then there's frozen worlds, which we have Arctic, Alpine, Tundra, Bog, Frigid, Glacial, Boreal, Mycelium,
Mycelium. Fungus.
Antarctic, and Snow. And then we have rare planets, Geothermal, Super Habitable World, Tidally Locked, Bioluminescent.
That sounds interesting. What was that last one?
Karst. Rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere with weak magnetosphere. Much of the surface of this world is mostly barren. Karst. That means under the surface there is an endless series of cave systems with a rich hydrosphere.
Huh. I kind of like the bioluminescent one. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then primal world and aquatic world. Bioluminescent.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, sounds cool.
So, definition, a tropical rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Exotic but non-toxic particles in the atmosphere cause almost constant cloud cover on this world. Despite this, due to the greenhouse effect and geothermal activity, life thrives on the surface. Almost all of the flora and fauna exhibit bioluminescent traits. That one? So Planet Bob is a bioluminescent world?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I gotta pick a city for this to go with. So I'm gonna go a million, I think. That's the best. Okay. Alright. Now we have to choose the government and ethics. Do we want a direct democracy, an indirect democracy, an oligarchy, a dictatorship, imperial, and I'm not going to say this one because Bert's going to be like, that one.
Well, what is it? We have to know.
Yeah.
Corporate.
Oh, I wouldn't pick that. I'd say Imperial.
Imperial?
Imperial.
Say you, Brian.
Imperial.
Okay, and then that changes what symbols we can take. Alright, ethic points. So, we have libertarian, and then the opposites of these. Libertarian, militarist, xenophobe, individualist, elitist, materialist, industrialist, authoritarian, pacifist, xenophile, collectivist, egalitarian, spiritualist, and ecologist.
Xenophile.
Xenophile. Okay. So that gives the Empire... So, increased opinion for other species. Cannot use no refugees species policy. Cannot enslave entire species. And cannot displace aliens. Gives plus 10% to trade and minus 25% to diplomatic influence costs. And then we got 4 more points to mess with. That was 1 point.
There it is.
So we can be normal Xenophiles, fanatics, all those ones that I just read.
Yeah. Why not just be normal?
Okay. So we got 4 more points to use, or yeah, 4 more points to use. Damn. Pacifism.
No.
No.
Authoritarian.
No.
Industrialist.
Yes.
Yes.
Fanatical or not?
Fanatical.
Fanatical.
Okay.
Yes.
So the difference is industrialist, the normal one, is monthly mineral plus 5%, planet build speed plus 15%, ship build speed plus 15%. Now fanatics get plus 15% minerals, plus 40% planet build speed, plus 40% ship build speed, but minus 5 happiness.
Yes, that.
Okay, that costs 2 points, so we got 2 points left. So materialist.
Or what's the next choice?
Elitist.
Next.
Individualist.
Are there more?
Yeah.
Keep naming them.
Xenophobe, which we can't choose because we took Xenophile. Militarist. Libertarian. I'll skip that one because we chose the one opposed to it. Spiritualist. Egalitarian.
Are you sure?
Collectivist. And then
what's collectivist?
So
Still the words out of my mouth.
teamwork is the engine of progress. Laboring side by side, we become something more than the sum of our parts. A great living organism with each of us a cell. To diligently perform the task we are given is all that is ever asked of us. To contribute to the greater good is... So this is being Tau or communist?
Yeah, do that, fanatic.
Okay. Wow. I don't know if you would
No
choose that.
interest.
So, the Fanatic one gives pop amenities usage minus 25%, pop housing units usage minus 15%, but trade value minus 10%.
That's fine. I'm not doing this because it's me.
Okay. Now we got 3 physics to choose from, or 3 civics to choose from. We've
3
got
physics. I want gravity. I heard the conservation of matter's a good one.
Good choice in your final.
Flat
What's
Earth.
the one where you
Where you can
like, it's
stop?
more of a witchcraft thing where everything has a trade-off.
Alchemy?
It's like a karmic one. I don't know.
Equivalent exchange?
Yes, that.
I would figure personally that you would take, everything has an opposite and equal reaction.
He has made his decision. It is
Well, I
equivalent
only get 3,
exchange.
so I have to choose wisely.
Just saying, friction is kind of nice. You can stop.
A lot of things are
Equivalent?
nice, but when you only get 3,
Equivalent exchange. Bert has made his mind.
Damn, you're gonna let him talk to you like that? Anyways, civics. We have awakened precursor world. I can read what it is if it fancies you. Byzantine bureaucracy, Corvée system, death world.
A death
Efficient
world?
Yes. Start on a very inhospitable, deadly world, a world that has forced your species to evolve into a highly adaptive and strong species. It actually labels it as a positive.
Well, I guess you would have to get really strong to survive.
Just name. If I chose Death World, I'd go rename the planet to Get Good.
Min-max 7, maybe?
I love it! Get Good! Welcome to planet Get Good! You have to say it like that, that's how it's pronounced. Get Good!
The planet of Try Harder.
Oh man. Alright, anyways, efficient bureaucracy, fallen empire, lost colony, feudal society, free haven, industrial economy, life seeded, master engineers, mining guilds, police state, post-apocalyptic, relic treasure, publican ideals, shared burdens, social state, syncretic evolution, and venators of the ancients. And the rest are all grayed out because of our ethics.
Name the first 3 again.
Awakened precursor world,
Do I have a
Byzantine
helmet that looks like
bureaucracy,
this
and Corvée system.
What's that last one?
Corvée system, this society considers it the absolute right of the state to decide where its citizens live and...
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so that's one.
How many
Got
did
2
you
more
choose?
points. Up to 3. So we could skip and just go on, but... I'm gonna take Master Engineers.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And the final one...
What's that precursor?
Awakened precursor world?
Yeah.
Start on a ruined precursor world somewhere in the galaxy. Your species awakens from an ancient cryo system. Thousands of what once must have been an ancient civilization are all that remain. Can you claim your rightful place amongst the stars?
Yeah, do that. That sounds cool.
Okay. So that's done. So we're an Imperial... They'll tell us in a second.
I am Skeletor! I like that hood. You'll see it here in a second, Bird.
You can't hear it, but I'm gonna choose this one because it's great.
You need armor?
Well, we have to hear it. You can't do that.
I don't know how to get it to play through Discord, my friend.
It's okay.
Real audio.
I got you.
Yeah. So it's called Abathar,
Are you sure?
but
Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna kill this guy.
when I click on it to thing it, it's like new specimen must experiment. So that's the one we choose. All right, what's the name of this empire? I hit random, and this is what it came up with: Imperium of Brian Prime.
Sounds perfect.
That is awesome.
The adjective for the people of the Imperium of Brian Prime is Brian Primin.
I love it. This is amazing.
Their favorite weapon is the pry bar.
Alright. I forgot one step, and that's the
There,
traits of the
until-
species.
What's that? What's the thing? Species? What?
The traits of the species, because we're making up a completely unknown species. So now we
Okay.
have to choose what traits. So we have 2 trait points and can pick up to 5 traits. There's a big list. So there's agrarian, ingenious, industrious, intelligent, thrifty, natural engineers, natural physicist, natural sociologist, extremely adaptive, non-adaptive, rapid breathers, slow breeders, talented, quick learners, slow learners, traditional, quarrelsome, very strong, weak, nomadic, sedentary, communal, solitary, charismatic, pugnant, conformist, deviant, venerable, enduring, fleeting, decadent, resilient, conservationist, wasteful, flexible, hardy, sensitive, particular, exacting, gardeners, inattentive, hunter-gatherers, harmonious, cynical, compliant, contrarians, long-lived, indelible, ephemeral, ascetic, extravagant, hardworking, lazy, lethargic, curious, dull, addled, migratory, rooted, virtuosus, dim-witted, fecund, barren, unbreakable, tenacious, feeble, prodigious, prudent, idle, spendthrifts, ritualist, and fractious.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now, some of these are bonuses, some of them are negatives. We have 2 points. I could go through the points, but just tell me the ones that sound cool to you, and I'll click on them and make it work.
I liked Decadent.
Let me find it real quick. Decadent. Okay, that gives us an additional point. So we have 4 traits left to pick with 3 points.
God, there's so many.
Yeah. Since this is Brian's empire, we should tailor it towards his personality. This whole species of Brian's.
It will come crumbling down.
This is my path.
So you're saying feeble?
Now let's
No.
discuss
You want to be
our
feeble?
next
Long-lived is a good one. I
want
like
you to
that
kill
one.
more.
Okay,
Your
let's
target
do
is Felkin as
Lived.
proof.
Okay, so that takes 2
Bring
points.
me
We're down to
that
1 point and have
peculiar
3
scepter.
things we can choose
What
still.
do you say? Yes, but he will be formidable. I want you to kill Felkin. That's Felkin the Hexer.
Trying to think back. There's
has
so
that
many.
scepter. Bring it to me as proof.
Where the fuck can I find Felkin? I'm actually gonna fuck it. I'm looking it up. I'm not gonna run around aimlessly.
I don't know. Just pick some. I don't remember all of them. There's so many words.
Yeah. Let's see. Are you very wasteful, Brian?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna pick cynical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hardworking
Yes.
and I can't take hard. It's too much. I don't know if I'd say you're very flexible.
No, I wouldn't say flexible.
Hey,
You're not flexible.
I am flexible.
Definitely not until no, I'm messing with you.
Hey, come on now.
Okay, now you gotta mail him a box of turds.
That's some fucked up shit, man.
Is Vengeful one? Is Vengeful one?
Looking. No, but there is tenacious.
Yeah, Tenacious is pretty good.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure Redonkulous isn't an option.
Okay, now to make a flag. Too far. So many options, cause I have so many. What kind of flag do you want your species to have, Brian?
Something with blue and green in it.
Of course. Like lime green?
No, like a prominent,
Like
green.
earth tone green or like neon green?
Not neon green.
Like in between there somewhere?
Somewhere in between.
How's that green?
I have to look at it. Go a little darker.
It's ridiculous. Making a species on your stream. About that.
All right. That's yeah, that's good.
Okay. You said blue for the secondary color?
Yes.
Like a light blue or a dark blue?
Well, it has to match good with the green, but it has to be a little bit brighter.
My aesthetics disagree with you in those terminologies.
I don't care. This is my flag.
Well, there's your tenacious.
What's great is that I'm making this race, but I don't have to play as it. I can put it as one that I fight. What about that?
That looks pretty good. We'll brighten it up just a little bit more.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you care what kind of symbology is on there?
Not really. Alright. I'm still streaming, but I'm trying to find where this other asshole goes.
This is Primary 7.
Okay, what about
His name is Falcon the Outcast,
this
and
one?
I'm going to show you.
That's pretty good.
Delts. I'm not going to show all of the information. Walkway, and you'll get to a very narrow ledge, spiral staircase kind of. You need to make sure to not fall off, but you follow the path all the way through. It's
You
a
wanna
very
be male or
linear path
female?
until you get to
Or do
Falcon.
you want
He's
your
sitting
leader
in a
to be male
chair.
or female?
It can be easy to miss him
I don't care.
because
Flip a
all
coin.
you'll be able to see is the chair.
Okay.
But you talk to him. Now, he won't be able to sell you any spells until both your intelligence and your faith are at least
Beard
8.
or no beard?
You need at least 8 intelligence, and you need at least...
That depends if he's
faith.
male or female.
Yeah.
Meet those minimum requirements,
male.
will
I
sell
wouldn't
things
have
to you.
asked
He
if it was
sells
You don't know
a whole
that.
bunch of hexes.
This
and
is the year 2020, Ken. Things are possible.
linear path until
not
you
wrong.
get to Falcon. Get to a
A
very
beard,
have to
but
pay
not
another
too
2,000
crazy.
souls to get it back to the way it was.
Travis
So
would
after
die
that,
if he
you
heard you say
go
that.
down the walkway, and you'll get to a very narrow ledge,
He'd probably
spiral,
be screaming, Jesus beard!
No. That's
and the door
Preference
opens.
for hair
The
color.
room will stay like this forever until you choose to rotate the room again. So even if you die, the room will still be in this position. You won't have to pay
Should
another
he be a suit
2,000
and tie
souls
kind of
to get it
guy, a
back to the way
casual
it was.
guy, or
So
like
after that, you go down the
Flip flop
Casual guy.
You'll
kinda
get to
guy.
a very narrow ledge, spiral staircase kind of. You need to make
I would
sure
say
to not
military,
fall
because
off.
that's
But you follow the path all the way.
it's kind of the direction we're headed.
I have to find this guy. I have to find Falcon the Outcast. The ogre I freed is gone, so that's a fucking plus.
Okay. I'm not gonna cycle through all the rooms because there's like 380 of them.
Damn.
So this is gonna be your leader.
Is that a fucking ponytail?
It is not.
No, it is not.
Is that part of the architecture in the back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Darken his hair up more.
Oh my god.
You're asking! I'm telling you what to do!
Tenacious.
Fatality.
I thought you gave him like a rat tail or something. I was gonna be really pissed. Why would you do that?
Leave me and I'm interested. Leave me, I'm interested. No.
Waiting approval.
I see.
Fuck you, old man.
That was uncalled for.
Fucking killed that motherfucker. Basically, this one dude's hitman, pretty much.
Is kind of still waiting for approval.
Yeah.
His beard got bigger, but wait, did his hair get darker?
Yeah, it did.
Alright, yeah, that looks good.
Oh, here, how about this one? I also changed the background because the other one didn't match the planet.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. Make it so.
Okay. Alright. Got species name, nameless traits. Name of system, city appearance, got that. Ethics, government, advisor, check.
Well, it looks like I'm headed to bed, guys.
Good night, Mr. Burt.
But you'll never find out what random world we rolled.
Well, you'll just have to post it.
Okay, the Imperium of Brian Prime is going live.
The Imperium of Brian Prime. I love it.
What have we done?
What have we done?
You've created a monster, Ken. That's what you've done. Now, don't play as them. You must fight against them.
It's too late. I've already chosen. I have already chosen.
This is my thing.
Increase that.
Now let's discuss.
2.
You could kill a dozen like that, and it wouldn't matter.
Oh, fuck.
I want you to kill the girl in
And do
Majora,
a forearm spiral.
known as the Muse. They say
I didn't
that
say
she's
nothing
the
to you,
last
Google.
Firekeeper, that she's a gentle shepherd, lighting the way for you cursed. Once she is dead, I will have no regrets. The girl will have a peculiar feather. Now go along. Having second, it's your choice. You could kill a dozen like but that once she the girl now
I'm gonna make it a gigantic plus solar
your
system.
mom, and don't forget that.
I can have 49 to 99 AI empires in this.
Oh my lord.
Or I could have 0. I'm gonna settle for 40 to 80. We'll have 3 fallen empires. Let's do... Sure, 5 marauding empires is fine. 1 times the tech cost, 2 times the habitable worlds, 2.25 times the primitives. Crisis strength is fine. Mid-game year start 2300, end-game year start 2400. Or 24. Yeah, that works. Turning victory off. I'm gonna put Empire placement at random. Leave them at normal. 2 guaranteed habitable worlds. Karen, we can leave those on. Okay. Let's see what kind of star we rolled. Let's see where Brian's empire takes us. Now I feel obligated to follow all your advice, period.
I hope you appreciate the gnome besides.
I also almost feel like I should stream this myself. It's like, let us create an empire and watch Brian destroy it horribly with bad choices. And I think I could technically export this and give it to you, so you wouldn't have to recreate it if you so chose. Since you know you have this game.
Yes, I do have this game. I believe a crazy man bought it for me.
Who would have done that? Damn it, Christopher.
Christopher is not a crazy man.
Okay, so they have you listed as a despotic empire. And in the eons since the first primitive Darth human communities took shape,
I forgot we called them Darth humans.
Can I finish? 'Cause this
Sorry.
is great. In the eons since the first primitive Darth human communities took shape in the dense glowing jungles of Bob, our civilization has spread and prospered. The early chaotic periods of our history saw many nation-states vying with each other for power until we were at last united under the strongest of them. Only when guided by a single vision could we reach our full potential, and an era of stability and scientific progress followed. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane Network, the finest minds of the Imperium of Brian Prime have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Let's see. Luminescent preference. So you have a preference towards other bioluminescent planets, which means it's going to be hard as fuck for you to colonize other planets. You're a forgotten species. Your species finds itself on a world not underdeveloped. You learn quick and wonder what your place in the galaxy will be. You're long-lived, so you get plus 40 years lifespan for your leaders.
Very nice.
You're tenacious with your persistence and toughness define this species. Individually, they can fight and work harder than almost any others. Army damage is up by 30%, and your worker basic resource output is up by 3.3. Hardworking, you get plus 7.5% minerals from worker jobs. Although you're decadent, so you get minus 10% to worker happiness and minus 10% to slave happiness. I didn't know slaves had happiness. And since you're cynical, your housing usage is up by 20%. You are, even though you're extremely cynical, judgmental of all things, you are very happy to let aliens into your systems.
I am not. I don't want slavery. There should be no slavery within the
I didn't say
Brylochian Empire.
slavery. This doesn't allow you to enslave species. I'm saying that you are fine with aliens. They don't bug your people. Like, aliens exist, okay? You're not scared. You're not scared. You are a fanatic collectivist, so you're, like we discussed, and a fanatic industrialist. So somehow, even though running the nation, Bert's running your economy.
Good old Bert.
Pop-ups. Do you want the Galactic UN to be enabled?
Sure.
Okay. Menu to configure which megastructure, jet, gigastructure.
No, I'm gonna die. God damn it. Fucking ogre bullshit. I dodged away from that. Vengeance. Whether in this life or the next, I will have my revenge.
that.
Where's my sword?
Planet modifier setup. Pick the number of planet modifiers you wish to spawn. Planets, it's option 1. Do that, because I have no fucking clue what that means. So you were in a trinary system.
Ah.
So there is Brian Prime A, Brian Prime B, and Brian Prime C that doesn't have a name. That star is the not like star. We don't talk about it. But this is your species home system. Alright, first research. Should we research field modulation, fusion power, global energy management?
Global energy management.
Okay. Should we research biohabitats, planetary unification, or biodiversity studies?
Habitation.
Okay. And should we improve our Corvette hulls, standardize Corvette patterns, or work on the Solar Portuary Authority?
Say that again? Sorry, I was fighting something.
Solar Portuary Authority. So do you want somebody to manage your spaceport?
Sure.
Okay. Guess we can't do that yet.
Vengeance. I had my revenge. I am happy now. And now I may proceed to the land of Dranlaig. The land of dragons.
Target uplink computer. Sounds worth it. Okay, that's built. Capital has a spot. Resources.
That view.
Great to see you there. Crown Princess Martisia Strishkar, the new heir to your empire. You have a daughter.
Alright. I have no qualms about this.
And you are in the Midrim. Planet's ruler. While observing a supernova, our astronomers received an encrypted signal originating from a planet in an otherwise unremarkable system, situated near the exploding star. Although we have managed to decrypt it, the better part of the message was distorted by the explosion. However, the general idea of the contents was inferred. The message speaks of wondrous planets present within our galaxy, from planets made entirely of strange materials to ones where mysterious alien artifacts reside. The location of such places must have been part of the last fragments of the signal. While we do not know who sent it, we remain hopeful the contents weren't a lie, and that someday we may find at least one of these planets. I totally forgot that's the voice I chose for your AI assistant. Scared the crap out of me for a second. I clicked OK and it was like, can pursue.
And Ken went, ah! Yes.
There's a devil voice in my head.
Kenny, okay? Spooky noises.
Our neighboring star system Hatrem is being explored as we speak.
Fuck it.
Yeah, this user interface is way cleaner than it used to be. Did you ever play Homeworld?
No.
Ah, then you wouldn't know, so it doesn't matter. Your species uses a ship set from Homeworld.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for the stream today. Got to Dragon Peak, did a lot of running around, bullshit. Probably should have gotten here a little bit sooner, but we're here now, and I'll pick up tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. Good night, everybody.